Here we are. We're live. Voice of Backgammon. I've got Frank Raposa, Marcy Kosar, and myself, Larry Shiller, doing commentary here for the Super Jackpot Finals. There's Aaliyah bringing some coffee for Victor and for Mario. This is Victor's second, finals event of the day. He just finished one out. We have Mario sitting on top of your screen, and Victor at the bottom. And hopefully these cameras will be properly set up for their heights. I know Victor likes to have a double chair,
right,
so as if he needs it. Yeah, right, he's probably the tallest player in the.
Tall and you still need a double chair there.
Yeah, Julius is sitting down, seeing if the camera's right. I don't know what his plan is, but I think that's fine because as he leans over the table, that should all work out. He's getting it set up.
This is a 13-pointer?
Oh, I thought it was 11, but maybe not. It must be a 13-pointer then for the final because he's getting, yeah.
So that should be a 25 or 26.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, look at that. Julius, great job. Great job setting that up. Yeah, the way it works with the clock, for those of you who may not be familiar with the clock, so backgammon uses a clock because, because people could take forever, and we don't have forever. The way it works is typically if there's a point, you play a match to, say, 13 points, which is this match, you just multiply by 2. So that's 26 minutes. If the match were 9 points, it would be 18. They've just moved the board. This is, so we're going to be a little crooked. So we'll just put up with that.
Maybe it looks good to them.
Maybe it looks good to them, which is actually more important than it looking good to us. And we can deal with it. Oh yeah, Julius is getting it figured out. Great job. All right, so Mario's looking at the board. So these are the little behind-the-scenes things that happen before we actually get started. Everything's got to be just right. There's several cameras that are in use. There's obviously the camera on the commentators, Frank Raposa and myself. There's a camera on Mario at the top player, and it'll be a camera for Victor at the bottom. And then, of course, there's the board camera. And these all have to be carefully coordinated with lighting and so on. In this particular room, there was a lot of light coming in through the window, which is just a window running across the whole wall. So we actually brought the screen down. We didn't black it out, we screened it out. So there was a shadow earlier, but I think it's gone away because it's later in the day now. And it's Victor, you can tell by his red velvet jacket with the arm patches, elbow patches, sitting down. He's in good shape. We keep switching Victor. He sat in this seat, then he sat across, and now he's sitting here again. So we had him in the semifinals, the finals, and then this finals. And we got Rita Litzenberger joining us in the audience. Welcome, Marina. And then Victor's, I think, doing some texting. So Victor and Aaliyah do great work with the social media. And they're shaking hands. We're getting ready to start. Here we go. It's the Super Jackpot Finals with Victor and Mario.
And we're off. And what a great camera setup. Like, even in the last 3 or 4 years, this streaming has improved so much.
It really has. The technology has been great. We have an opening 5-2 with a standard 5-2 when both players are the same, and a 3-1 with the standard making the 5-point. Victor would like to roll a 2 to button up, but a 5-4 will run a checker to safety, and that's what he does. And here's Aaliyah. Welcome. And a 3-2.
So it looks like a split. I think the standard play is to 24-21 and 2 down.
Yeah, some people might play 2 down just to try to block in that checker, but and be aggressive on the offensive side. 4-1 here probably is just your safety play, 13-8, like a beginner.
Yeah. Sometimes the beginner play is right. When you're outboarded, you don't want to leave too many blots. I think that's clear.
And we're coming back with another 3-1, which conveniently makes the 4-point. So Mario will most certainly make the 4-point, and and probably play 6-5. But he's thinking about making the 10-point as well.
Yeah, anchors are good early on, but in this case, there's less of a need to when you're not being threatened that much. So it may be an opportunistic way to just do whatever you want without having to be too defensive this early.
Yeah.
There's just no good distribution of builders for white. So you could anchor, you could not, but it's less urgent than normal to anchor here.
I mean, the race is pretty close. White does have 10 checkers in the zone, so that's just should be a little bit nervous for Mario to have Victor with 10 checkers pointing on his head on the 4-point. So that might be a reason to button up. It's a little bit safer if he buttons up on the 10-point and leaves those checkers exposed. I think those are the two major choices. 6-4 hits though, so there you go. It's all moot.
Victor, when you're hot, you're hot. This is his weekend. So.
3-2 hits back. So we got some action. Here we go. So now Mario has got Victor on the bar and see if he can make a point in this home board. He is behind.
Where's Ray?
Where is Ray? 2-6 from the bar.
And you don't give the double shot, obviously. You unstack. It's kind of a stiff position for white. So even though black is losing the race, I'd give the early edge to black here.
Black has a chance to come out from the 3-point and come out to the, to Victor's 9-point, because that gives complete board coverage. And if he had done that, this 6-3 would have a direct. Well, he doesn't. Oh, he's not on the 1-point. Yeah, and he has a chance to get hit, right? So by not moving that checker.
And even though that does volunteer a shot, it's probably the best play, because you just have to develop those stacks eventually. Those stacks are just so inefficient. You got to get off them.
Yeah, anytime you have more than 4 checkers on a point, it's the checkers that are not in use, and you want to put them to use unless it's a pure race situation, and you want to just roll doubles with that number.
So you got two choices here: make the 5 or hit and cover. Who knows? I personally, I'm kind of a purist where I just go for the better point. So I would just make the 5-point, just because it's a permanent asset that looks good the rest of the game. Because it seems unlikely that this is going to convert into a blitz.
Right, because he already has an advanced anchor.
So I'm not sure, but yeah, who am I to argue with these guys?
Well, we got hit. So Victor's on the bar. Again, 2-6 from the bar, which is a great roll.
Ray's going wild.
Now, these players are also playing pretty fast. Yeah, and I know Victor's probably, he's used to playing fast. In the interview we did just after his match, he talked about his chess background and how that encourages him to play fast, and he's comfortable with it. So he wasn't nervous at all about having 20 seconds left on the clock in this match with Jack.
And time is money too, so in money sessions you want to get in as many games as you can in a given time frame. So Victor's definitely capable of doing that.
Absolutely, yeah, good point.
Best roll, what a joker.
Oh, he rolled double 5s. Victor rolls double 5s, and now, but he's leaving the 6. Right? Can he roll the 6? Mario needs this. Oh, if Mario doesn't roll the 6, it's a cube, and that's, he can run a man to safety, make 3-point, but this is cube. Let's get the pip count down just to be sure it's over 30 pips or whatever. It's over. It's probably like 28 pips or something.
It might be a double, and the gap might afford a take.
Victor's not even doubling. And it's a good thing because he's still leaving the shot.
Yeah, maybe there wasn't enough market loss there, but you had some threats of making the 5.
Oh, and he comes back with double 6s. Amazing joker. He gets a 5-point prime and he hits. Now who's going to double?
Well, I'd be looking like a turkey if I keep that because I'd just lose 2, or unless it's too good here. But yeah, I normally try to be aggressive here, so I may have cubed aggressively before Victor sniffed out the no double. Good for him.
It looks like he did. Because he would have gotten it back, I think. Or was it Joker, 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 where there was no opportunity to get it back? Actually, it might have been. This could have been a doubled. Now he is going to double, and it's a clear drop for Victor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Victor will pass this. The only way you could take this is if maybe you come in with a 4. Well, 4-6 is the Joker, but it's a big pass.
Okay, well, Mario has drawn first blood in this match, leading 1-0 against Victor Ashkenazi. Let's see if they adjust the score. And there it goes. And we're off to the races on game number 2, match to 13. And we've got a 5-4. And this is also something that McGrell introduced, splitting the backmen. People used to bring 2 checkers down. 6-4 is no better play than making the 2-point here. It's interesting that Mario took a little bit of time just to be sure. It'll probably slot the 5-point.
Yes, for sure. You leave fewer shots and you're fighting for the more valuable point. So, yeah, you got to anchor and got to slot the more valuable spot.
There are oh, look at that, double 4s. I mean, there are times when it's correct to slot the bar point. For example, if you know your opponent's going to roll double 4s, but there are other situations.
Well, when do you know he's going to roll the double 4s? I think the standard play here is just make the 20 and the 9.
Yeah, in general with doubles, a good rule of thumb for beginner players is some people want to get fancy and move 4 different checkers, but usually it's correct to move 2-4 and another 2-4 pips. And by and large, as a rule of thumb, you'll be okay with that. Obviously, there's a lot of exceptions, as there are with everything in backgammon.
A good example of that is an early game double 2s where you want to do a little bit of everything, they call it. So make the 4, split the back one, 13, 11. But those little bit of everythings are normally wrong if you can just grab good assets.
And in double 2s in particular, playing 6-4 twice and 13-11 twice is almost always correct with double 2s in the beginning part of the game. And it gives great coverage because your opponent is going to have a tough time navigating your outfield. All right, here we go. We got double 3s. We're doing okay with the doubles here. So that's nice, but there's going to be a shot that Mario has to leave.
And Roberti has that phrase, put your checkers where they belong. So you could...
Yes, and McGrell says, I put checkers where they tell me.
Yeah, sometimes that is forced.
All right, with 5-3, so we buttoned up, and now Mario is going. He's got the 5-3. That is a really bad roll because he can't move the backman, and he
break the 9 and slot the 4.
Breaking the 9, slotting the 4. So you still leave the 1 shot, but you don't leave anything else. What else could he do? He could come down and play 9-6.
That is possible, but you kind of let him escape with a gusto if you do that. So if you just leave the ace, he breaks his mid, which comes at a cost to Victor because you don't want to break your mid if you have 3 guys back because you're separating your armies. So I think it's just clearing the 9. But the other play is 5 down, but this is my play.
And that's what Mario does. And so Victor now has 1s and 8s to hit, and we'll see if he can do it. And he's got 9, which isn't good enough.
Yeah, there are all these general rules of thumb. When you have guys back, especially 3 guys back, there has to be a really good reason for breaking the mid. Otherwise, you're just too separated.
Now, Frank, how are you with the pip counts? Oh, my gosh. And in the meantime, another double 3s.
I'm no Jack Edelson and I'm no Karen Davis. I'm actually slower than normal. And when a big decision comes up, I do the pip count a couple times just to make sure I'm correct.
All right, well, let's see if we can do it for white. So we've got 20 and 13 is 33, 66, 77, and 97, and 32 is 129, and 18 is 147 for white.
In the backgammon boot camp book by the late great Walter Trice. He told this joke about this guy Stuart Katz from Florida. He'd do the pip count 3 times and take an average of the 3.
I love that. That's perfect. Let's see. And black has got 20, 30, 38, and 44, and 48, and 109. That black is easy. So black is way ahead.
It doesn't look like there's too much market loss for either side here.
So that's why there's no double.
Yeah. Market loss meaning you roll a great shot and the guy rolls poor and he still has a take, so you might as well wait because you can always double later.
Yep. And this is quite an interesting holding game. Both midpoints are gone. they're holding in the outfield, and that's not gonna last forever. And this 6-1 has to leave a shot.
Yeah, both sides are quite stripped, so I don't think either side is really too happy with.
Right, but white because white's behind. White has more time. As long as white doesn't roll 3s, white can play pretty easily.
Right. Yeah, white can play off his stack on the 8, so he's not in danger. But if black rolls something poor, then he's more vulnerable to leave.
Oh, and Victor rolls double 4s. Well, that kind of, wow. That's a game changer.
So this is where the race might matter.
But he might, yeah. So he'll.
So one option is to just switch to the 7 and play for contact because Mario.
Victor is still behind in the race after the roll, so he's going to play 11-7.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. Yeah, you stay back if you're trailing in the race and you're playing for contact.
Imagine if you're Mario and Victor plays 11-7 twice. You've got 3 checkers in the outfield. You got to bring them in. It's going to make it so easy for Victor to escape, and you might leave a shot. There's a lot of numbers that leave a shot. 6. Well, what does leave a shot? 5. No, actually, I'm not sure what leaves a shot, but I'm sure there are some numbers that do.
It kind of works as like a mini holding game action. If you bring your 2 back checkers out, it's way too easy for Mario to clear his 10. So,
yep, like 6, 6-4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an example. Like a 6-4 would just bury too deep.
So now he's looking at this. So this is one of those cases where Victor is taking his time in the early game.
But a big consideration is if you do switch to the 7, then there's a huge swing on how Mario's double 6s work, which from a game winner to a game loser pretty much. So I'm sure Victor's going through the sequences.
And Chris Trencher is here. Maybe we can get the winner of the. What did you win, Chris? Liberty Cup Masters to come and maybe do some XG for us.
But yeah, I think I agree with that double 4. You're losing the race, and yeah, like a roll like this is pretty poor for Mario. You're stuck and.
Yeah, Mario can't get out. 5-3 stuck. I mean, if he got a 6, would he want to get out? He's going to get hit pretty bad.
So the obvious play is to just do this and not leave any shots. It's really an extremely poor roll. And so
Victor is thinking.
Victor for sure has a huge positional advantage, but he may.
But he's behind in the race.
Yeah, that's the reason for the no doubles. So those 2, and you could either switch to the 9 or switch to the deuce. This blocks the double 5.
He has no 5s. That's interesting.
Yeah. That's a good point because you're leaving him with no good 5s. The only 5s he has are something that busts.
Yeah, this isn't so bad. Mario keeps his board. He leaves a 2-shot. If Victor doesn't roll a 2, and well, he's gonna control the outfield though.
So, yeah,
oh, look at that.
It's a good positional advantage, but I'd be a little spooked to cube this because Mario now has a 5-point board and is up in the race. So I think you give this a couple shakes to see kind of how it ends up before you try to cube this.
Well, there are definitely rolls that lose. Any 1-3, 1-5, 3-5, 5-5 are definitely market losers, right?
has outboarded 5-3 and losing the race. So I think you'll either try to catch up in the race or wait for Mario to break his anchor before you double this, because it's like turn after turn after turn where Mario has the opportunity to get a double four, double six, or sometimes you even do the what is it called, the Falcon play with the 6-4.
All right, let's see if Victor doubles. I like a double here. It's aggressive, and he turns the cube. Let's see what Mario thinks about it. Do you take this, Chris Trencher? It's a good double because Chris doesn't have a fast answer.
Right, yeah, it's a good Woolsey double, they call it, if you're not sure what the opponent would do. I agree with the cube. See, it's scary because if...
Well, he's looking at the pip count right now. Let's do a quick pip count. If we use 25, although maybe you count 30 for the man on the bar, given the wastage, and they've got 40, so it's 30. Victor has 112. Yeah, I give him 108 because of the 5 pips he's going to lose on average, being on the bar.
I lean towards a take. So you got that high anchor, so most of the gammons are gone unless you roll like a horrible 1-6. But I think you're outboarding the guy, you're still okay in the race, and you get the high anchor, which cuts down on the gammons. So that's 3 things that kind of nudges me towards saying take.
What's a good reason to drop?
Well, you could miss a couple times. You could roll the horrible 1-6, or even there are some scenarios where you come in and are forced off your anchor.
1-6 is really bad, like you said. 3-3 is really bad.
But I think I lean towards take, and if
What do you think, Chris?
I think it's probably a small take.
All right, so we have the.
I would criticize anybody for letting this go, though.
Chris, would you like to put that position into XG and we could find out?
because yeah, 1-6 is the horror, but even coming in on a 3 is okay. You come in on a 5, you got play. You come in on the 3, you got play.
And he did pass.
Oh, now that it's gone. That's all right.
Well, Chris, you're welcome to stay because we do have these doubling positions that come up from time to time. Our audience loves that.
Ones that you really want to pitch over, so back
They're
here.
doing they're doing what they allow you to do.
We'll let you.
We got opening 5-3 and 4-2 now. And there's double ones for Victor. Awesome roll that creates a 3-point board and block 6s. So this is a potential gammony situation for Victor. The game's tied 1 apiece. It's too early to double. Well, he gives it a quick thought and a double shake. Got 4-3, and he quickly brings 2 men down. He doesn't, because there's 15 in the zone. He's not going to risk coming under the gun by splitting.
Yeah, they say when you're playing offense, play offense. So it's not urgent to split, especially into a spot, the 20-point, which your opponent really would be eager to hit loose or make that point on you. So if it does turn into a prime versus prime, so far White's got the edge on that. So, but yeah, I think that's the phrase: when you're playing offense, play offense.
Now, the 4 here is interesting because no matter how Mario plays the 4, he's going to get hit. Right? He's going to get. If he leaves it here, he's going to get hit. If he brings it out, he's going to get hit. And he's got this extra checker sitting out on the 11-point. Like, that's scary.
That is true, where you can expect to get hit, but not splitting is just way too passive. Because if you just get saddled on the ace, you're facing a cube quickly,
Which he's facing right now. Now, if he had come out with a 4 to the 8-point, to Victor's 8-point, that actually it looks risky because you're giving a triple shot, but in some ways it's actually safer.
I think Mario's plan is to hope to try to anchor somehow. It's like if you just run out, you're getting hit with 20-something, a ton of shots. So at least the point of contention, meaning the 4-point, you could hit back if White hits you loose. But if you just run out and get hit, you need a miracle double 4 or 6-2 to hit back. So.
Yeah, and there's 27 numbers that hit if he runs out and there's only, 4 numbers that are going to, make it if he doesn't. So it's a pretty risky scenario. Victor is thinking about doubling. The score's even. He decides not to. We haven't done the pip count.
Just the threat of hitting loose. Yeah, so you're going to hit loose on the 4 and whatever's the most covers. So if you bring the 2 down, you got 6s, 7s, 3s, 9s. Yeah, I wouldn't split here. I just focus on getting more covers.
Yeah, if you split the back checkers, 4-1, 4-3, 4-5 is pretty god-awful. So you don't want to turn the game around that much.
So I would just bring 2 down.
So bringing a checker down from the midpoint.
Yeah, 6s, 7s, 9s, and if Mario either misses, if he misses, Victor might be too good. But if he comes in on a 1, that's the best way to lead up to an efficient cash here, I believe.
Yeah, if he misses, I don't think he's too good. Do you?
Well, he did split.
So he split. Okay, well he's opening him up to 6 rolls, 17%, and that's not one of them.
So
Now this is a
it's a pass. Is it?
cube and a pass, right?
I think I'd just cash it.
Right, because he may not roll the 6. I mean, the 6 and a 3, and then it's possible the 3 could get hit on the bar point, but
XG always spanks me when.
it's a take. All right, this is a double take. Wow, thank you, Chris, for keying that in.
Yeah, thank you for some.
And it was an immediate pass.
Actually, with the cube last time, the Mario pass is a very easy thing.
Really?
Victor's winning percentage is only 70% there.
How about that? Fascinating.
There's 8% gammons.
But that's about as borderline as it gets there. So who can figure that out over the board?
Well, some people can, but
4?
I know, right? 0.004 for the no double or double. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rolling out as a borderline double.
Wow. But he dropped. That's a huge 0.227. Definitely a take.
Victor's winning percentage in position was only 70.2%.
That's amazing. Thank you, Chris Trencher, for keying that in, letting us get the wisdom of that, because we have a bunch of people here, namely myself, who are pretty clueless about what the right action is. Okay, 4-3 is going to come and hit. Otherwise, if he couldn't hit, he would have made the anchor. But the White's in a good position. He's threatening. He's got his checkers spread out, and Mario is not. Mario, he can play the 2 down and at least safety up that checker on the 11 point, which is improving his position. But let's see if Victor can attack. He's behind in the race. He's going to hit on the 5 point if he possibly can. And if he rolls 6-2 now, maybe not. Maybe that's the exception to the rule, right? Yeah, he rolled it. He can hit on the 5 point, but is that smart? Should he just button up and make the bar?
Well, he's losing the race already. The 7 point doesn't have some huge value.
Yeah, great point. He's behind.
Yeah, I might.
He's
hit
got
here.
10 points in the zone, so maybe that isn't an exception.
Yeah, I think I would hit here.
Rich Munitz, what do you do?
I think I hit. I particularly see a strip midpoint. So if that guy pops out into the outfield, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, great point.
Yeah, and so you can take more. You can take some risks early in the game when you're losing the race already, and maybe he doesn't hit you and you get your 5 point. So
Victor has the whole thing to play here.
2 to play.
He's good.
Just a 2 to play with a current board position. And Rich Munitz's point was, look, if you're going to strip the midpoint, meaning there's 2 checkers, right, for white on the midpoint, then you might as well attack, because and he does.
My carpool might be ready to go now too.
Oh, Frank, pleasure to have you. It's been an honor to have you as our expert commentator
Yeah,
here.
thanks, Larry. It was fun. So yeah, I got to hit the road, but good luck to both players, and yeah, it was fun. See you next time.
Thank you, Frank. All right, we've got Chris Trencher on deck. Welcome, Chris Trencher.
Hey, thank you, Larry.
Well, winner of the limited jackpot, Liberty Cup jackpot. It's one of those L words. Okay, but it's the big tournament. It's a big prize for Chris. Congratulations to him.
Thank you. You know, it's always a very tough one to win, and I think in general the New York field is very tough. Most of the top players from the U.S. and we had a large number of very strong players who came from abroad. Not just Mochi, who you all know, who travels a lot, but several of the big, the German guys, Mario Kühl, of course, who's playing in this match against Victor, Kimon, and a few other guys from Europe. So, you know, I think it's starting to feel like perhaps we had this post-COVID lag, and now we're having the effect where everybody comes, and so we had just a huge turnout. So great tournament, great turnout, really good weekend for backgammon.
Lynn Ehrlich runs this tournament. I believe it's the largest turnout tournament in the United States for USPGF.
I'd have to check that. I would say either this one or Bill Ryle's tournament in Texas, but it's certainly one of the top couple.
This by far.
Oh, okay. All right. I am corrected. This by far.
So we'll see how Chris does on actually analyzing the rolls now.
All right. Yeah. My turnout analysis wasn't that good. So let's see if we can do better with the checker play and the cubes.
Now, Chris and I, Chris lives in New York City. I used to live in Wilton, Connecticut, and he used to come over for the what do we call it? The Connecticut Championships or something. It was just me and Chris. We'd play a match and drink heavily and play. It was a lot of fun.
Sort of the backyard barbecue special. And what we have found is that. You know, if you have a few drinks, it can possibly improve your cube action because you don't miss so many doubles. But it's really bad for checker play. So overall, it's a negative.
We had a lot of fun, and
Except for certain days, and I am well past my prime in the absorption category. So,
no pun intended.
yeah.
All right, we've been chatting while these guys have been playing backgammon. So let's see if we can catch up. Victor has a nice back game going, while at the same time trying to do a blitz of sorts with a 3-point board. Victor is in very good shape because he's got a better board and he's got the back game potential. So, and this 6-4, he could actually think about making his 2-point, but he wants.
No, we can't.
And he does need to get his checkers out. He wants to make the 5-point because he doesn't want Mario to make that point, obviously.
He's going to play that and now play the 6 out because Mario's got a variety of numbers here that are quite uncomfortable. 6, 6, 1, 5, 1, 6, 3, 5, 3. Basically something that's not a double or a 4 is going to be.
Well, 5-3 can point on the 3-point, which is nice. But what Victor has done with this is duplicate Mario's 4s. So that's smart move.
I think Mario just has a very inflexible.
Oh, this hits 2.
Victor's trying to put some pressure on him to create some bad numbers. This is actually not a bad number for Mario.
Yeah.
And Mario won't mind if that ace is hit because recirculating that checker actually might improve his flexibility.
Yeah, both down to a single anchor now. Oh, 1-5. Okay, so Victor gets both in. Victor's position is far superior here.
So Mario will just bring that guy up, and now he can play his awkward numbers that don't accomplish anything else by running the spare on the 21.
Oof. All right. I guess it's 16-13 and 8-7.
Yeah, it looks that way. Nothing better.
Mario, now he rolls the 4.
Now he's just going to bring that guy out. Yeah.
No more hitting on the 1-point for Mario. Double 5s for Victor. It's a great roll, but he has to. Is he gonna? How much of that anchor is he gonna give up? All of it. Okay. So now he's playing safe because he says, "Hey, I actually might be close to being ahead in the race. The race is it's pretty close."
It's 2 things. It puts a lot of pressure on that blot, which has a variety of numbers that don't escape. And if Victor's up in the race here, it's going to be difficult for Mario to prevent Victor from bringing that spare into the outfield. The question is how much Victor's up in the race, though. So let's see. He's got 84, 108, 112, 112, 112. Victor's got 130. And Mario's got 160. All right, so Victor's pretty far up in the race. So Victor will just be happy to get that spare out and into the outfield and play defend a holding game with the racing lead. So he's going to bring it out now. Yep. Okay.
I don't know, maybe the cube is in my pocket. I gotta check.
All right.
I'm trying to catch up.
So in this position, Victor's got an edge, but he's I think he's nowhere close to a double just because without an extra outfield landing point, the 8 points gone and he hasn't made the 9 or the 10 to substitute for it. It's not at all easy for him to bring this home without rolling a double. And Mario's obviously going to want to make a point at his board as soon as he can, and the equity tends to move very slowly in these positions. So Victor can close in rather gradually on an efficient double. And if he does roll something awkward like 6-1, 6-2, whatever, Mario's not yet dangerous. He would have liked to have rolled a 6-4, 5-3, 4-2, something like that to make a point. Not a bad shot. He can hide the blot on the 11 point. It's actually a good shot by Victor. All right, that'll make the 10 point, I think. I think Victor wants to make the 10 point here, yeah. Great shot by Victor. Clears the point, his rearmost point, and doesn't have to leave any shots and put some spares, so he's got flexibility now. And there's actually a good chance that Mario's going to have to crack his structure now before Victor faces any awkward choices. Another great shot, he can make the 8 point. So Victor's now got a variety of numbers to clear the midpoint next roll, 5-3, 5-2, 3-2. And I think he's going to look at a double here. 18, 28, 38, 74, 100, 38, 64, 106. Okay. All right, Victor stalls.
He's up by 7.
Yeah. All right, Mario will play inside. He's not going to break the midpoint here and leave the ace shot. Or maybe he is going to do that. I guess he's figuring that Victor has only the 1-1 and 1-6 and 1-1 jokers, but I probably would have just played 6-5, 6-4, and not taken that chance. Ooh, ouch. So that's a shot lever for Victor, and he'll play 13-3. There's no reason to crack the blocking points when he has to leave a shot anyway. So Mario will make the point, bring the blot down. So Victor now is leading by 11. He could double here, but he'll wait for a little bit longer.
Oh, so what do you think? Is this cube? Let's see.
I would have looked a little longer at a cube, but this can't be. If it's a double, it won't be by much. There you go.
Oh yeah, it's almost exactly even.
It's a borderline double. Yeah. Okay.
So he's up by 13,
Yeah.
which is a good cue.
This should be a little bit better than last time.
So it should be a take.
It's going to be an easy take. Yeah, it's a little bit better than last time.
And he does. He takes it. So.
So Mario plays inside, and now we're coming to the moment of truth here because Victor's position is stripped, so he's got some bad numbers. And if he doesn't clear one of the outside points, he's going to have to break his board.
6-3.
Yep. Not good for Mario. He's got to crack another point. Ideal would have been something small that allowed him to keep the anchor and retain a 5-point board. Oh, bad shot by Victor, so he'll leave the shot outside, I think. And now Mario's got a shot here.
And he doesn't do
And
it.
he doesn't do it. All right. Victor's now in command. Unless he rolls boxes or threes, he'll bring it in and start bearing off with now a big lead in the race.
Oh.
Just makes it.
Just made it.
All right. Now, these types of positions, I think Mario should just go with both because, when you're racing in his position, you're hoping your opponent rolls things like double ones and 2-1 and stuff like that. Here, if he stays with one, Mario will use a 2-1, a double ones, a 1-3 to hit and lift, and staying back and hoping that Victor leaves a shot 2 rolls from now makes no sense. So I think this is the right play to go with both. I think you'd want to play the forward one to make double fours a little better, yeah. And your fives, this makes your fives a little better.
All right, so this looks like this game is over, and it's not going to be a gammon. And so Mario taking the cube at 2 is now behind. Will be behind 4-1 in this match to 13.
Well, give it 1 or 2 more rolls. We've seen the trailer win crazier than this. Victor's still only got one guy off. The double fours moved him into a speed board, but he still has one checker.
A 4-1 will hurt.
4-1 or 4-2 would be a bad idea here. Okay.
All right, but he's all even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2-1. Yeah, that's not helpful.
Yeah, all right.
6-4. That way he gets, a couple of doubles. But we're happy to see Mario back. He was a real force in backgammon 20 years ago. He was a giant at backgammon and was published a backgammon magazine, Backgammon Today, in 2000 to 2002. He's a software engineer, lives in outside of Berlin in Potsdam, and he sold his software company, in 2012. And now he's ready to get back. And I was talking with him earlier, and he's planning on attending at least 10 tournaments this year, and some in the U.S. He likes the U.S. He said the U.S. is a great country. He said Germany is a great country. So we're in good company. And there you go. It's 4-1. Victor is 9 away to 12 away. So we'll see what happens. We got a quick start with a 3-1 and a 6-2. Standard plays all around. Bye, Candace. Candace Mayron making her way back to LA.
All right, Mario's going to blitz here. But Victor fans, he'll probably play on with that extra blot if Victor comes in, depending on what he rolls.
Victor stays out.
The question is he's going to play on here to try to hit the 6 or just double him out. Obviously, if Mario doubles, it's a big pass for Victor.
Is he too good? That's the question, right?
All right, so Mario's going to play on. He missed. I think he'll bring the 5 down and split the 2. And Victor still doesn't have many shakes that would allow him to take a take next roll. Oh, that's a good one. That's one of them.
And he's on roll. Oh, he rolled.
And that's his only good 6. Great shot by Mario to hit that guy. Victor enters, but not one of his better entering numbers, so he'll play the ace outside. And obviously Mario can cash this, but again, the question is whether it's too good.
Too good.
Too good, you think?
That's what it says.
103, too good. All right, so
Marcy called it.
Marcy called it. It
No,
is
no, Marcy read it.
Marcy read. Okay.
I don't take credit for that.
All right, the computer called it. Marcy read the results. It's slightly too good. This is obviously not one of these situations that you double because you think your opponent might take it. There's no question Victor's not taking this. The question is whether Mario finds the exact result.
But it's plus 7.
Why does it say redouble?
So this position
Put
is.
the cube in the wrong place.
Oh, that's why.
Put the cube in the middle.
Nice pickup.
Yes, I've read it.
Okay, it's not too good. It's just a double and a pass.
How about that? All right, cool.
Thank you, Aaliyah.
I'm glad I didn't say that I did it.
So he rolled double ones and switched both, which makes sense. He could play 11-10 here to get another guy bearing on the 4-point. It's also reasonable to split the back guys just so you don't have an awkward double 5s. It's good to think of this before you roll it. So, I like that extra builder for the 10 points, so I think I would chance it and just play 11-10 here. But plays are all very close. Right? I suspect he'll bring the blot up to the 4-point with the rest of this because there's nothing productive to do on the black side. Of the
Yeah, it was actually correct for Mario to come out 24-18.
And play 11-10 with the ace. Okay. So Victor says not so fast. He rolls boxes, gets himself back into the game, and now he's playing a 6-point holding game. The well-known 6-point holding game.
There's been a lot written about it.
A lot written about this, right? This should play like a hybrid of all the other games that we have studied, like the 5 and the bar. Another great shot, 6-1.
It's hard to believe there's been no cube action in this game.
So I think what Mario's thinking about here, he can make the obvious play of 15-7, but then he has a very inflexible position, and Victor's probably going to bring 2 down unless he rolls an ace, and then if Mario can't play the whole roll next time with the blot, it winds up being very cramped and uncomfortable. But I don't know that. I think that's the issue, but I don't know anything better.
Look at the best play: 24 to 21, 15 to 10.
All right, so that's the issue. It's slightly best. I'd have to roll that out to see that, but it certainly was the issue in that position. But Mario does roll well, plays an excellent number, 6-4 with the blot, and now if Victor misses this 2 shot, which he didn't, so I would have said that Mario could start to think about a double next roll. And here we go. Here's an example of what I was talking about. He now rolls a number he can't play with the blot, and he's got to somehow degrade his structure. Whatever he does, this is going to be painful. And I have no idea what's right here.
Did he come in with the 3, or
He
he's?
came in at the 3 so far. The best play to do the minimum amount of damage is probably to come in deep and play 7-4, but you really want to come in with the 3-point because you got to get that guy moving. So Victor's gonna hit him here. He'll hit him loose because there's not much of a Mario doesn't have a big edge in the board now, and Victor's actually the one with an anchor. This is a bad number because he can't hit him, and Mario has such a big lead in the race that the fact that Victor rolls boxes, he doesn't care. He's just happy that Victor missed. So he'll do that and probably just slot. Yep. There's no other realistic play for Victor here, I don't think. He's not going to give up the 6-point or the midpoint, and he doesn't care about the blot being. I mean, not saying he wants the blot to be hit, but many of the hits don't cover. So
Yeah, it's got any 2, 3, 4, 5 will cover. So those only 7 numbers. this is a bad shot. I think he's got to bury the checker because he can't play outside.
7 and 1, 6.
All right. So Mario will make the board, play the ace outside, and then Victor's going to have a little bit of a problem. If he misses this shot, he's probably going to have to start burying more checkers in his board if he rolls big or clear the midpoint, neither of which would make it a very promising take if Mario doubled next roll. But he does hit the shot because this is what you need to do.
Seven to 5.
I guess yeah, it leaves one fewer blot and creates that contact in the midpoint. That makes some sense, as Rich said. When the gods are with you, the gods are with you. It would have to be 5-4. I don't know why he's looking at 2-1 here. I mean, he's going to have a 4-point board either way. By playing 5-4, Victor hits a loose next roll, and Mario return hits. In some cases, he'll have a chance to pick up that blot and still try to win the game, scampering home with his 4-point board. If he plays 2-1, he won't be able to. He'll have less, fewer numbers that pick up the blot or cover. So this is.
Chris has nailed it, and that's the play he made.
So Victor needs to hit here, clearly. I would hit 7-3, just so I don't give up. I don't get hit also with 2-5. That's correct. I don't see any reason to do anything else. You don't want to get hit with any extra numbers. And he's strong enough to win with a cover of Mario Fons. So there we'll go, and now he'll pick up the blot. And I think Mario's going to have a double if Victor fans here. But again, a nice comeback, so again, he'll need to hit. You just leave it on the chair there. That's fine. Anyway.
The base is inside.
Okay. Thank you.
Wow, it's going by. It's too fast for me.
6. So.
But this is a fun game. I mean, this is the type of game where it's not your typical game. And, black has all these checkers killed, doesn't have a lot more than white. So white's got a lot more flexibility. Victor has much more flexibility here. We got Roberto, so I'm going to pull the XG thing over to him.
Way to pimp him out. You've been volunteered.
Oh, Joker by Mario. Rolls a double 2s, and then I would make the 11 point here. I know you're creating some contact you don't really want, but I don't want to. We need to get home, and I don't want to waste those pips inside. Yeah. All right. And now finally Mario has a cube.
Let's go. As he turn it.
Was he playing too good?
Well, after that roll, he is.
Well, he would have liked to have waited out in the outfield to pick up the second blot. But
oh, and Victor rolls the 6. He's still in the game.
all right, this is an easy double. This is an easy double and easy pass now. Victor's too far from winning even.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Yeah, very fast. 1 second drop. Although, if he didn't double, that's the beauty of the cube. And Victor misses. He had potential of a little bit of a gammon, but why risk the game?
Yeah, Mario's sweating, thinking that's a lot of work to win 1 point there.
That's right. Score is just 4-2, so we're 9 away, 11 away. Two 6 from the bar yet again. A lot of people are afraid to come out to the bar point, but if it's usually pretty safe in the early part of the game.
Hey, Larry, what happened to Ryan?
Rebelo was gonna do our XG work, but he was with a group of people who had to leave town. They had a prior commitment, so we appreciate his offer. Hopefully, he'll be able to join us again. But you can't beat Roberto.
I wasn't trying to dissuade. The lovely Moroccan lady asked a question, and I was trying to answer.
Well, I'm using the computer. I'm moving the checker stuff, moving in ways I don't do it from the computer.
5-2. Oh, look at that. So Victor plays, beginner style because he's way ahead in the race. This 6-2 seems pretty easy to make the 4-point.
That's like Grandmaster style.
Exactly. He played I'm in 2 final style on Sunday.
Yeah, if this has been Victor's beginner mode, I'd hate to see the expert mode.
Oh, if only he learned the game.
Well, he's got a 6 left. He's debating between making the 4-point and the opponent's bar, apparently.
I think he makes the bar.
I mean, midpoint. Sorry.
All right, Victor has to make another beginner style play here, I think. Just bring it down 13-8.
All right, that's interesting. Okay, it's not leaving the blot. But he also then misses 5-1, 5-3, 3-1. Okay. Double threes. We got some action. All right, Victor has a board. And we have safety. Mario can point in the 3, and there you
I
go.
think Mario's just going to make the 3-point. It kind of further dillies that builder on the 4, but point is a point. And if he came out to the bar, he wouldn't have a good 3 to make a good 3 anyway.
And that is a huge blunder with double warper with cheese to do anything else. Double 5s. Look at this. Does not hit anything. Does he make the 1 point or bring one down and give us your reasoning, Chris?
The back blot is subject to attack, and when you're subject to attack, the best defense is a good home board.
Great point.
You have to just raise the risk to your opponent of being aggressive.
So we'll see if Victor actually does do that. It's likely he's going to get hit, so why not have a better board, 4-point board, right?
I'd certainly make the ace point over 13-3 here, but we'll see what he does. Oh, there I go.
Well, another reason to make the 1 point is it does give you a little more flexibility because then you're not stripping the midpoint.
You're stripping the 6 point, though. I think it just wants the extra point because a better board is, like I said, a better.
It's true. You got to strip somewhere, right? Yeah. Okay, Victor makes Chris's play or vice versa, and we'll see about the 3s and the 5s here. Oh my gosh, that's a Joker City. Okay, that's easy to play, and that's interesting. Okay, yeah, 2-6 from the bar. We've seen it enough.
Mario says, "Let me play some beginner backgammon. I'm just going to calmly read the blot out and make a 5-point.
Okay, and here comes the cube, and do we take this? What?
This is a big pass.
Why is he waiting? Is it psychological?
I think he's considering this for too good. This is a huge pass, obviously. No, it's not as huge as I thought, but still a sizable pass.
And as sizable as it is, but Victor still took his time, a little bit of time, just to be sure. Big decisions on these cubes. Bye, Morrissey. Safe trip back. Okay, 4-3 is a slow-moving game. We haven't seen like any 8 cubes with gammons on them yet. So 4-3.
3-2.
What's the score?
No, the roll was 3-2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Larry was talking about the roll. The score. We were talking about the roll. Now we're all on the same page. All right.
4-3? 3-2? See, I'm just calling the next roll. So coming out to the bar is probably recommended, or a slot. You know, you're coming to the midpoint no matter what. But you don't like that, Chris?
I don't like that.
And Victor again plays, you know, stacking, safest thing. Double threes. Okay. We got something going. That hits. It's probably worth a hit.
I don't.
And gain some race equity.
Or you just make 2 points.
That also looks pretty good.
And that is marginally correct. Awkward number for Victor here. I think he's got to stack him up.
Or 1 point. Because if he stacks, it's, you know.
He might play to the ace point just to preserve the build around the mid.
Right. Now he can come
I
out,
don't think
right?
Mario needs to respect anything. I just do this, just bring it out, slot the ace.
This is a smart play for Mario because it looks dangerous to slot, all right, on his home board, but that's all, he hits with a 1, right? Well, look at his blot on Victor's midpoint. Bar point. It's a 1. So he's duplicating now double 1s, good roll, but if it's not double 1s, probably not bad. 4-2 hits. Probably do want to hit to prevent.
I think Victor will hit here because Mario can hit him back on the ace or the bar or cover, but in most cases not do both. And if he comes in with a 3 or an ace and elects to make the 5 point, then it's possible that Victor can make use of the blot on the bar to make a point next roll. So I think it's right to hit here. The alternatives are pretty obvious.
It's pretty close. Yeah. And he does hit.
So unless he rolls 1-1, 1-6, 1-3, anything that doesn't hit and cover or hit 2, Victor's happy with here.
He's thinking about it. Roberto has put it in, and this is slightly better than 8-2. And you got the score in there too, right, Roberto? Oops, sorry.
Can you move a tiny bit left? Or off center of this? Move a tiny bit to your left. You see we're kind of. There you go. Now we can.
So this is one of these plays where Victor is taking his time and willing to give Mario the time advantage now. It's interesting that he's giving it this much thought, which means that he's not sure. He thinks there's a big difference between the two plays, apparently.
I have to admit, I really don't know what Victor is thinking about here because I think it's somewhat obvious that Mario has only a few numbers that do both, and the block could improve this, and Victor doesn't really want to make those points or put the blot behind, and he if he wants to stop Mario from making the 5 point, the best way to do that's to hit, because then the 6s miss the cover. You can't cover with a 6, so I have to admit I have no idea what he's thinking about here.
And he's finally making his choice. Oh, no, he's not.
This is a lot of time for this play.
I know, right?
I mean, I'd say that with all due respect, but this is a lot of time for this play.
They're not playing dice on checkers, so Mario's going to re-roll, and he rolls 5-4, so he can't cover that blot, but he can make the 1 point.
So just swing it around and play 18-9.
18-9, that gives him 1s and 5s, but he's got 2 blots at his home board, and then he can roll a 4.
Mario is building a position in which he's starting structure, and Victor has,
Right, nothing.
Victor has a 1 point board with 2 blots. I mean, I don't know. Just don't bury a checker here. I mean, this is as polarized a situation as you can get, where you're just motivated to play pure and not worry about your opponent's response. I suspect that this is wrong. I would have played 18-9.
And the 4 would have been wonderful, right? Now you block his 5s. Yeah. You killed the checker, took him out of play.
Yeah, the 4 could have also been used to make the 5 point, which you now can only make by by breaking his bar.
You just rolled 2 4.
Well, that makes sense. To avoid the double shot.
But Mario's position is far weaker than it would have been if he played the 18-9 last time. Or far stronger. Yeah, far weaker. Yeah.
So, bunch of choices. Depends who's ahead. Who is ahead?
So Victor has 6-4 here?
Yes.
Yeah, so he should just play 11-1. The bars has limited value here, and you don't want to leave that blot on the midpoint.
Could this have been a time to run? Not with that roll, but
No, he can't run because even though Mario has got the 2 blots, Victor's board wouldn't impede him from attacking, and he would have gotten punished with a number like this. So. So that was a big mistake. He should have made the 9 point. If anybody missed that. So 5-3. Victor will just make the 3 here. Oh, run. All right. Check that. Wow. Good nod. Oh, he found
that's because he already rolled double twos, Chris.
It's a great play if Victor finds this. It's slightly better to run. You got it.
Go Victor. That's impressive. And Mario, does he do it? 6-5. Well, he can make the home board.
Probably just good. Yeah. He cleared the 8 point to make the home board, so Victor's gonna hopes to land in one of the safe spots with an 8 or 9 or 10.
Double threes. Oh my gosh, that's
So he
awesome.
can play 21-12 and then 6-3 and
Yep,
hope to fade the 8.
exactly.
Try to scramble this home. Albeit Mario's going to get plenty of fly shots, plenty of play here if Victor cubes him because of Victor's poor structure. So 11-7, 6-5 here. Victor's going to wait to double.
Roberto, what's the pip?
12 pips ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victor's 12 pips ahead.
Well, that's a great shot. I think even though it's got to leave the 8 again, you got to just make your 5 point here.
He's got 1/9 chance to hit him. He doesn't roll it. All right, when do we get in the cube?
It was very close.
Really?
One of the 8 point.
Oh, lost his market.
We are getting the cube next roll.
No question. There's only 2 ways to roll an 8, 6-2 and 5-3. No, yeah, that's it.
Well, Victor actually may not leave. Victor may not leave the 8. Just double Mario in. Just double Mario next roll.
Better, much smarter, absolutely. Why leave the shot? Just double him out.
Well, let's see. Actually, it's not. Looked like it was better to clear the 8.
6-4. That's a nice 6-point prime. Now, Victor turns the cube. It is it a take or not? It is a take. Huge. It's not even a double. Wow. He's 70%, but it's not a cube because there's no gammons. And he takes it. Mario. Double twos and bring 2 in, right? So you're 7 away and
Yeah.
blocks the double 7s.
So it's very important in this position. If the checkers deep in Victor's board were stacked up on the 6 or the 5 point, he would have made the 9 to try to get out of leaving the 7 shot. But with the inflexible position, he wouldn't want to have the 8 and the 9 with the guys inside because it would be too likely that he wouldn't roll a clearing number.
And he rolls double 4s, and Victor's way ahead, validating the double. Mario runs with the 6-3. This is all over but the shouting, typically. Of course, you never know. 5-4. So this is, the position that everybody gets scared about when you're white, that you're going to roll a 6-2. And there's, unless you roll doubles, you're going to have a couple of repeating shots, potential rolls that leave shots. So we'll see. Let's see what happens. And Victor's thinking, do I even want to worry about it? No. Do I have a chance for a gammon? Well, he doesn't have the cube. He can't double anyway. But and now he's bringing the 4 in, so he's going to have to run with 6s. So if Victor has one of his 17%, and there it is. How about that? So he's got the shot. Mario is patient, just barely had enough to make it work. And can he roll the 1? 1/6 times 30%. And he doesn't roll it. So he's going to save it, and this is all over. No gammons. Victor's got the game. So Victor is up 6-3. Pretty commanding lead. Do we have any match equity calculations? Rich Munitz, Marty Storer, Roberto, Chris?
6-3. 7 away, 10 away. 65, like 60.
This is a Kazaros-Rohagen question. If we don't have a Kazaros-Rohagen.
64 is the official word from Roberto. So, in other words, after this game is over, assuming Victor wins 2 points and he's up 6-3, he's 7 away. 66%. So it means that Victor is basically a 2/3 favorite, 2-1 favorite to win this match. What do you think, Rich Munitz? Does that sound right to you? You give him 2-1? No?
Each point is worth 5% for one guy up. So it's a little worth. So it's 5.73 and 10. Each one's worth 5 points. Less than 7.
I think it's going to be more like 63. No, I'm not going to bet on this. All right.
Like, I'll give you 5%.
No, I'll believe you. I'm not going to bet. Okay. Mario with a nice shake, and he's got a. If Victor doesn't hit the blot on the bar here, Mario's got a solid lead in this game, and he could consider doubling. All right, Victor comes in deep.
Mario does pause, but he doesn't double. He's deep behind. This is the time to double.
I would have looked at a double there. I mean, he had blitzing numbers. He had some numbers to make the 5 point. I mean, 6-2 here is not a great number, but even so, he's going to have strong attacking chances next time if Victor doesn't button up. Not a bad reply by Victor, but I would have looked at it longer last roll. Makes a 3 point.
All right, Victor is on roll. He rolls a 3-2. 4-3 would have been better, but look how smart Victor is to do that very risky-looking play, but it's a lot riskier not to do it. All right, now he's thinking about the cube.
He just has to do this because if he doesn't step up to the 5 point, Mario's going to clear the midpoint, bring those 2 guys into his outfield, and align himself to make the 5 point, and it would be much more risky for Victor to do it after Mario's brought that additional ammunition into the battle zone.
Chris Trencher brings up such a great point, which is to look ahead a roll and see what's going to happen. And when you do that, you realize this is actually less risky. This is the less risky play, is what Chris is saying.
So it's a big Mario doubles here. It's a big pass, but he's struggling finding this double.
Maybe it worries him that he's got 2 men on
he's behind in the race.
the bar point.
He's behind in the
Worried
race.
about clearing.
He does have the bar point anchored. He's got a nice assortment of numbers, combinations of 3s and 2s and 1s. Or he's ahead in the race, 3s and 2s and 1s to make the 5 point. With some 4s, he could double hit. If he rolls obviously double 5s, he could just come around and win the race. I don't think he was sandbagging Victor. I think he was just having trouble finding that.
And Victor takes it.
Victor takes.
Oh, it's a .3.
That's a big bad mistake.
We not used to seeing this from Victor, and all the time he took on that 4-2, and he took almost no time taking this double. Well, he had all the time Mario was thinking about it, but it's a surprising.
I think Victor I don't attribute much to him not taking much time, but it's surprising to see him make a mistake of that magnitude, obviously.
Okay, we'll see if Mario can punish him for the take. He needs 1s, 2s, and 3s. Or double 4s, excuse me. That's a heck of a roll. And do you think Mario's going to make the same mistake of hitting on the 1 point although Victor said actually hitting on the 1 point when he lost the match against Jack was right?
Mario needs to be careful here because if he hits loose and Victor hits him back, there's a risk that it gets into a messy prime versus prime, and there's a risk that Mario can get out time. So he'd like to close him out before Victor moves forward, but he's got to be careful.
Double 4 is all right. Well, it's definitely 5. What's he going to do?
Here, obviously, you could stack them all up on the 4 point, but that's not pretty.
Wow. He brings 2 and 8 to 4. What do you guys like?
You could also bring one checker in, and switch them all to the. You could switch to the ace.
Yeah. Wow. Who knows what's right? Roberto. He made the right play. Roberto's brought it up.
It was either this or switch to the deuce and play 8 to 4.
Was that right? He did 8 to 4, right? He had 4 checkers on 8 to 4. Yeah, so he made the right play. All right, he's thinking. And he does it. 3-1. He's leaving the famous 2-6 from the bar. Woo. What's that? He rolled a double 4. Wow, this is exciting. So we've got this, where can Mario bring it in safely? And 2s are not his friend. What a roll. What kind of roll is this, a 4? Who would have dreamed of this roll? Right, so you bring in 2. And which 2 do you want to bring in? He's going to leave the 2-6?
You got to play 8 to 6, otherwise you leave yourself vulnerable to many bad 6s.
At double 6s, right? So yeah, this is the right play. Oh, he's looking at this. Whoa.
Too many awkward 6s that way. This has some awkward 5s, but not as many awkward 6s as the other way.
This is not awkward. There's no awkward 6. You can play everything.
No, this has some awkward 5s.
A lot of awkward 5s, yeah.
And that's one of them.
Oh, gosh. What? What? Oh, no. That's awkward. Holy cow. This is scary. Poor Mario, right?
I think he's got to take them off, because if he doesn't take them off and Victor hits the deuce, then Victor can play around and possibly pick up a second checker and win a given.
That's right.
And he can't win a given if there's checkers off.
And he rolled a 2-6.
Oh
Incredible. Incredible. Victor has come back.
Stealing was a crime in America.
Point 3.
All right. For those of you who aren't here, Aaliyah's doing a little dance in the thing.
Wow.
Okay, all right. I have to admit, if I'm Mario, I'm taking a 5-minute bathroom break after that one.
He might have taken the bathroom break during that one.
Okay, I'm not going any further there.
Incredible. That 4-2 was unbelievable. All right, new game.
Mario's sitting there thinking, right before double 4s, I had an excellent chance to roll a bunch of normal numbers. It'd be 7 to 6, and now I'm 8 to 3. And these types of things tend to switch the outcomes of matches.
Wow. All right, Mario's coming up. He's only got 8 checkers there. It's right to be aggressive when there's only 8 checkers. So Victor has 8 checkers there, and it's like, yeah, go ahead, hit me. Now, he can hit 2 though. That's pretty powerful. Or make a 4-point prime, or but hit 2 looks pretty powerful. He's got a better board, and even though he doesn't have can't close him out. If he misses, he rolls a 3. He's good. Look, 2-6 from the bar. How many times does that happen?
Got some champagne, Scotty?
anniversary, 30th anniversary.
Congratulations. All right. Woo!
Their 30th anniversary.
2 men on the bar for Victor. Double fives. Are you kidding? He can't. He stayed out.
But how many is it since you started playing backgammon? That's the real test.
I'll drink with you. Chris, you got a glass?
Oh, sure. Let's go.
Happy anniversary, guys. 3-0.
Awesome. Here's to Arena and Roberto Litzenberger. Happy anniversary. 2 great players. We got a great male player and a great female player in the same family.
This is the backgammon power couple right now.
All right. And no cube has been turned. Victor is way up. It's going to take a lot before he's going to double. And Mario would love a double at any point, pretty much. He comes in 3-1. Maybe come in with a 3 and hit with a 1. I don't know.
He needs to just play big. Come in with the 3 and hit the
I
outside.
think
know
so.
he's outboarded, but if he wants to try and do something in this position, what's the alternative? Yeah, it's clear to come in and hit.
And he's doing it.
There we go. So Victor enters, and he'll bring the 6 in. And this is Mario's very happy with this. If he can roll an ace or an 8 next roll, he's improved his position a lot. I mean, I guess Victor's thinking about the hit just to try to keep him off balance. But
Yeah.
This is quite loose. I don't know if I could talk myself into this. I'd probably just play 11-5.
Well, he's behind and doesn't want Mario to make that 5 point. So
I think it's just a bit too loose.
I don't know. What does it say, Roberto, for this?
I don't have anything more to say on this one.
I like the hit.
It's a double.
It's a blunder to hit. Oh my gosh! Look at that.
It's just too loose.
Wow. Because he's got a 3-point board, and I wonder if the score difference would make a difference.
Mario just rolls like a 3-6 or a 3-5, and he comes down, and Victor still may miss a double shot, and Victor's kind of gutted his position, and it's just too loose. It really doesn't work except with Mario fans.
Wow. So 11 to 5.
He's obviously thinking about it, and he's laboring. Okay, it's not clear to him. You can tell.
So 8s and 1s, right? That's what he's worried about.
You know, in backgammon, we're all just trained to hit when you've got a big edge and inner board points, and you want to, stop your opponent from accomplishing something very tangible and making the 5 points very tangible, obviously. But here, it's just too much of a degradation of the structure. Yeah. In addition to the numbers that would come in cover, Mario would have various double hits: 1-4, 1-6, 4-4 would be a joker that would come in hit and cover. So, despite the 3-point board, Mario has more very solid replies than sort of immediately meet the eye if he hits.
Now these guys are coming down on time. We're a long way from this match being over. Victor's down to 540, and he does make the bad Shiller play here. Big blunder. Go figure.
Well, let's see what happens. And he got rewarded for it. When you're hot, you're hot.
Wow. And now we can roll the 4-2 or the 3-2. Double 5s. Yeah, double 4s is brutal. Double 1s. Wow. He's just play 5-3. I don't know. Oh, yeah, he got that checker right. Wow.
It could be right to hit the other one here. But maybe that's too big. What is it? 21-26-3. It's actually pretty close to hit 2.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, it likes switching from the 5 point?
They're all good. It's a good roll. Hard to screw up. All right, he anchored. He got the anchor. 5-3.
All right, Victor will just cover now.
4-2. Yeah, makes
I mean,
sense.
he could come up with the blot in the back and make the bar, because he does need to get that guy out. He could do
That's a better play, I think, because he blocks the one. If he hits on the one, he can't get out.
Yeah, I mean,
Like if he rolls a 1-6, for example.
this is not a bad variation for Victor. He'll come in, well, maybe variations spring the blood on the 20-point out into the outfield, and Mario just kind of has a very stiff game.
Double fives. Victor's on fire. Fire. Oh my gosh. Now he's going to.
What's he doing? That's two. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That's powerful.
I mean, if you don't do this, you're bringing another one out to the 15, and then where's your last one? It's all.
3-2. Hits. Go. What's he thinking? Coming up.
He's
Yeah.
thinking of coming up from the back.
Yeah, I'd like coming up from the back. I like it.
But he really desperately doesn't want to get another checker sent back here, so there is merit to just playing 13.
But if he leaves it and doesn't get hit and he rolls a 3, he's good. Like then he's got a nice block. So
I would think about this one for a while, but there's merits to both plays. It's really devastating for Mario if Victor rolls a 5 here, and he got the 5.
he got it, Victor, dude. All right, so there you go. Well, it's not over yet. This game.
No, Victor's not going to. Victor's not in a position.
Look, he rolled a 1-3. He rolled a 1-3. Can hit him. What? What am I missing? He can hit him. No? He can. I didn't say he should. No, but I mean, it makes sense, right? So.
I probably would have fought for the outfield control with the other play.
2-5. Woo! But now we can roll double ones or double threes and, punish him for those 5s. Ooh, 4 1s, not bad. Holy cow.
All right.
Mario's position's awesome now.
Hell, it just got a lot better. Victor would have liked to have made the 5-point because it would deny him
Yeah.
to effectively recirculate the checkers by attacking where he wants. But the 6-5 is not good, so Victor's going to have to come out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Don't leave him all of them. Make him break from the 4-point. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Now he's just trying to adjust his timing. He really doesn't mind if that guy in the ace is hit.
Oh, and Mario rolls the double 5s and can't use them.
So Victor, I think, will hit this one, so now Mario's forced it with an ace, and then he's going to slot the back of the prime to try to win the timing battle. So Victor will most likely slot his 9-point next roll.
Whew. When does Victor cube? So, Chris, what do you think of a 4-3 back game?
They're playable if you have the timing, but Mario's timing's a little shaky here. 3, so now we'll start the 4.
3-2. Victor. Unbelievable. And now he's blocking.
Well, now Mario gets a 6 in the next couple rolls.
If he could roll a 6,
He'll have the
yeah,
timing now.
yeah.
If he doesn't roll a 6, hopefully for him he'll roll an ace. That's not a good shot
He should hit. I think he should hit.
from the 4-point now.
Yeah, because then he can come back on the 1. I don't know.
I doubt I would never hit off the 4.
It's too much wasted time if he doesn't roll the 6.
Make the 9.
Wow.
Six what?
6-6.
Oh, all right. So is this too good? Is it not good enough?
Victor. Oh, it's a drop. I mean, but I think it's too good at the. Yeah, I mean maybe at this score he's not too good.
Well, you've got the 3 buried checkers, and you're eventually going to crunch the prime, and he's going to have some racing equity. I don't think this is too good.
He's gonna win. He could come close. Well, he could be a Crawford with this cube if he takes it.
I don't think Mario's going to take it. Well,
Barely a take. Yeah, look at that. How about that?
30, yeah.
It's scary, and we're not.
But Victor just rolled his
Right.
first now. So Mario rolls something small where he can. This is a good shot. He'll make the 4 and slot the. Or no, he's got to come up with the ace. He'll make the 4 and come up with the ace, and now Victor's definitely not doubling this because he's one bad roll away from crunching the position.
Should he slot the 5?
I'd come up with. I'd come with.
I'd slot the 5 because if he rolls a 4, you're toast. Why give him the 4? 4, 4, 5, 6. I know. So he's going to roll it. He's going to be out. You might as well slot it. Of course, he would have stayed out. 6, 5. Slot the 4.
I have an awkward number.
Yeah.
Forced to either slot or bury another checker. I would probably slot.
Yeah, it's not that dangerous. I mean, double 1's not good, but, you do want to hit. Take your pick from the 7 or 8 point. Yeah, 6s come in. And now Victor cubes. He says, all right, I got enough of this. You guys still want to take this? It's a take? Chris Trencher, are you leaving us?
Marty, you want to get in? All right.
Rich?
All right. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry. And thank
Chris
you,
Trencher,
Voice of
thank you
Backgammon.
very much for
I'm
joining
gonna
us. We
get out of
appreciate
the
it.
hot seat and turn it over to Marty Storr, who is always very entertaining and insightful. And thank you again for this opportunity to sit with you guys. and watch this
Actually,
match.
if Roberto, if Marty, if you could do the XG, because I think he is actually better at the XG. We have Roberto do the commentary. Oh, you need a mouse.
We don't have a mouse. That's the problem. That's why.
Yeah,
I got to bring a mouse next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Us old guys don't.
All right.
Do this hand thing.
All right, come on in, Marty. Chris, thank you so much.
All right.
Safe trip across the Hudson.
okay, they're on a break. Is that it?
And they're taking a break. All right. Marty, I'm going to let you comment while I take a little bit of a break if you're refreshed.
sure.
But Marty Storr, welcome. So the top flight player, the author of What's My Game Plan? With what's your game plan? With Mary. So I'll let you.
My game plan is.
All right, let's go. We'll find out. I'll be right back. Here's Marty. Thank you, Marty.
Yeah, so this is the New York Metro tournament that's very popular. It's held every year here in Jersey City. Thus the Metro, the metropolitan area of New York City. And it really is. This is the first time I have been to this tournament, believe it or not, and I'm impressed. It's a beautiful view of the Hudson River and the Manhattan skyline across the river, and ample space and good food and very nice tournament to be at. And I want to give props to all of the U.S. Backgammon Federation folks who are, especially Larry Shiller, who is doing all the streaming. He's setting all the streaming stations up and rustling up commentators, entertaining commentators, as he said, like me or geeky commentators or whoever's around who can give some insights and hopefully make it fun. So Victor Ashkenazi, I believe he has won the open section. He's Rich Munich says that he has, and I think he beat Jack Edelson, who's another great player, in the final of that tournament. So he's going for a double whammy. This is the super jackpot with a high entry fee and high prizes. And Chris Trencher was here, won the Masters, one of the Masters sections that I lost in the first round of that tournament myself. So Chris is a great player as well, and so in a tournament like this, there's no shortage of people who can really give insight into what these top players are thinking now. Victor's opponent, Mario Kühl, if I'm pronouncing the German name right. The German native speaker says I did. So V Gates, Mario. So Mario Kühl he's a good player. I played him. I lost to him a 9-point match in the consolation. He won the consolation, I believe, of just the main fight, and he's in the final second place. Yeah, winning the consolation is he got second in the consolation. Frank Raposa won the consolation, and Mario Kühl, Victor's opponent, has won. He finished second in the consolation. So that's a pretty good result. Back in action. All right, here they go. And Victor needs 4 points, and Mario needs 10. So I'm guessing that the match equity is up in the 80% for Victor. Not 90, but probably in the 80s somewhere. I keep relearning the 13-point match equity table and just forgetting it again days later. And I used to know it cold, but I don't anymore. So 82 says Ribeiro, 82% winning chances. So Mario opened with a 5-2 split. Now there's one. Was it Mario opened with 5-2 split? I think he did open with 5-2 split, and Victor's white. He replied with 5-4. Now, at that score, I would have brought 2 checkers down from the midpoint. Even if Extreme Gammon might not prefer it, I would prefer it because I want to steer into more of a blocking game plan. So Builder on the 11 point would be consistent with that. Now Victor had replied with 5-4 and split, and Mario hit him, and Victor hit him back, and then Mario, I think Victor missed or something, and Mario pointed on him here. He has a double ones, and Victor's on the bar, and Mario's going to. Okay, so he made his 5 point, and he advanced to Victor's 4 point.
All right, let's get a quick. Sorry, buddy. We'll get a quick overview here. So we've got Victor comes in from the bar and hits, but Victor doesn't have a home board. He's got no position, and we'll see what Mario can do to come back and get some traction. He's got 4 blots. Look at that, but they look pretty safe, right? I mean, if he rolls a 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, you think he's going to hit 2? 6-1 he won't.
He won't hit. No, he would have to decide whether to make the 17 point or the bar or the 7 point. But the smorgasbord of blots is there against the 9 checkers in the zone.
I like that smorgasbord.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, so you can choose which blot to attack. The Norwegian culinary delight.
Tapas.
A big platter of.
And 4-2. So Victor's coming back. He's got
So it's the juxtaposition of more checkers back versus a superior blocking, superior prime that Mario has got 4 points in a row.
So he's going to have a broken prime, 4 points on his home board and 2 points in Victor's home board. Does that make a prime? He got 6, and then, so he's got to figure out. He's got to read Marty's book. What's your game plan? Because I think he's a little confused right now.
So this is now Victor's got basically 3 good choices. You can make his 5.
What a great roll, right? 5 bar come out, and maybe coming out is best so he can get his butt out of dodge, but making the 5 points got to make the 5 point.
I would make a point because
then you make a point.
the point is really
24-17 is right, though. Look at that running. Thank you, Roberto. Love that. Got 2 commentators recommending a blunder for Victor.
No, they're blunders on the setting. Oh no, this is minus .033. So the blunder settings, they're red. In other words, Extreme Gammon screen is showing a red color for the point making moves.
All right, well, Victor is looking at the play I liked, but you want to plus it, Roberto?
Well, if you plus it, it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be significantly different in a position like this.
Cool. So then there's a 4-2. So what's does he bring 2 down? I like bringing 2 down. I don't know what the right play is.
I suppose I would bring 2 down. In other words, two checkers from the midpoint, because there are some ones that are already good to go 8-7 and make the bar point.
That's right. It's got 1, 6, 4, 1 right. Double ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and
All right, 3-2.
one also advances. There are other ones that can advance to the 3-point to try to get out or see daylight, as Michi Fabiani says.
All right, so we got a 3 to play. So Victor's playing safe because he doesn't want to get hit. Leaves a lot of fly shots, and that checker's in danger. And he's going to get hit, and he's going to have 2 blots on either side of the 4-point prime now. And he's going to likely get a 5-point prime out of this if he tries.
6, and he's going to bring a checker to the 8-point for 5. Now that slots the 8-point.
Victor rolled a 3-5 last time in this position. Can he do it again?
Well, 2-6 for the bar would be nice too.
3-6 ain't bad.
3-6 is even better.
Wow.
But now
Okay.
he's got more timing to keep his
Yeah, and he doesn't mind leaving the blot there. Good for him.
Gat game points. Well, now he wants to make his points in order. He wants to make his 3-point next.
Well, this is now Victor's thinking about a double. What do you think about a double here, Marty? Is it silly for Victor to double because
I think it's silly in the score. I would not double the score because
no
it's
double?
too risky
Big,
in terms of
yeah.
the timing.
You're absolutely right.
So
All
I
right,
think-
3-1 for Victor.
I think
So
maybe he should now put a builder on the 12-point, and he does because he wants to make some outside point, preferably his bar point.
yeah, he rolls a 6-5, and he goes. Is he going to hit? Is he going to bother to hit? What's the timing, Sitch? What's the pip count, Roberto? Are we 100 pips behind?
54 and
Interesting.
58. I would hesitate to do that. That's
It seems like no risk to hit.
yeah.
Wow.
So the trouble with the 18-point in combination with a trailing point on the opposing 3, 2, or 1 point, it looks like a strong formation, but it tends to be very weak. And it's better than nothing. It's better than being primed and gone, but it's not as strong as many people believe it.
All right, what do we got? 5-4. So Victor is all set up with his builders. Look at
I
that.
think Victor might have been happy to see that 23 anchor go away.
All right, Marty, if you're Victor and you double, if you're Mario, do you take Victor's double?
Yeah.
That was easy.
I do because he's got a spare. Mario's a spare.
Is it a double? If you're Victor, do you double?
Not. I wouldn't score.
It's
But
barrel-
now-
it's a
now
double
he's
take.
cleared but it was before the roll. Okay. All right, small double. So the default position for the leader in the match is like, I instinctively say to myself, almost never double, right? And that's not right. That's not an optimal strategy to say, I'm never going to double when I'm ahead. And the leader has got a harder task than the trailer in a match, usually, in terms of how aggressive to be, when to double.
So what's the sitch here? You're saying no double. This is a double pass now.
I would not. I would double. I would certainly double this because, and Mario does pass. And what does it say here? It says monster pass.
Even though it's,
5-5 had to be wrong.
and look at it, it's 10-3. Wow.
So what is the verdict on that 5-5? Roberto, do you have it on Extreme Gammon?
I don't have it, but it has to be a pass either way.
Yeah.
There's no way it's that big of a blunder to run it out when you're crunching it or more.
Yeah,
I see.
I think
Yeah.
you're right. So Roberto said that the result of the game illustrates why Mario's double 5 switching from the 23 to the 18 point last game is likely incorrect.
All right, Marty. So 10-3. Let's give us a match equity table. Let's go.
3 away. What is it? 3 away to 10 away. 3 away to 3 away to 10 away.
Same as the score.
So I would say it must be up to about 86%, something like that.
Roberto's nodding. I don't see any head shaking. Rich Budet says, what? Why? You think I know that?
87.
87%.
86. Okay, so we're off by 1% of my see the pants adjustment.
Well, 87, so that's the 13% is the take point.
And this is assuming that the match equity tables in use are right, and they're in reality. There's in platonic heaven there are match equity tables that exist that are different for each combination of players, and indifferent on a given day.
All right.
We don't know what the values are.
Two.
People to believe if you think hard a number, it will appear.
There's that. But this is totally different. What I'm saying is
And I don't think either of those few people are playing right now. All right, this is Victor's got a nice board, and double ones is not going to help. Oh, that's actually
You've got to
pretty
switch
crappy rolls, yeah.
Switch points and just stack on the 6 point. Just to gain a tempo. Because otherwise you leave a lot of blocks around and you're just trying to survive this one roll. If you just moved your 8 point to your 7 point and didn't switch through the 1, then Victor would have a full roll of attack.
Victor's playing really fast. He's got 2 minutes 45 seconds left, and he played really fast. This hits. It's a nice roll, but he didn't take any time to think about that. So what do we have? Like the pip count wise, Black is ahead, but how much ahead? There's a 6-2 again. All these 6-2s from the bar, and this is a nice roll. Everybody's buttoning up over here. Black is pretty far ahead, 5-3. You want to button up with that, and he does.
156 I got for white. And we got, what do we got? We got
It's probably 130 for Black.
73 and 56 is 129.
129, not 130. Okay, great. That sounds right. I was off by a pip. There's a 6 for Victor. He's got to think about the 3. What is he going to do with the 3? He could play. Actually, that was the 6. Why doesn't he play? Oh, because he's behind it. He needs to keep the checker back.
He doesn't like that 3 that he played. I mean, he played 6 to 3 because he wanted to keep his back checkers where they were. He wanted 2 on the anchor and 1 trailer or goalkeeper, as they say these days.
Oh, he's going to get a shot. He gave him the shot right. He said, "Let me take it now."
5-4. He wrote 5-4. He had to leave the shot. He had no choice.
And he misses. Victor
So come in with stay back as far as you can
duplicating 3s.
and duplicate attacking 3s. That's right. That's what I said.
6-4. Okay, can double make the 2 point. What do you do here? Whoa.
It's tough. You could double make the 2 point, which has some value because actually, if what I mean is you can move a checker from the 8 point. Black can move a check from the 8 point and make his 2 point, and then he can.
And it is the right play. Yeah, it's the right play. Go figure.
That's largely because of White's timing. White is a little.
Yeah, but
little forward.
pretty close was to break.
A little stripped.
Yeah, Black could have broken from the 17 point.
That's right. He could pay now, and he could leave him.
But he comes back with a 6-4,
Leave him 16 shots to be hit.
and he would have hit. No, he wouldn't have actually. Sorry. Yeah, he would have. He had the 6. That's right. So if that's it, right. So 5-6. Okay, here we go. So Victor's thinking. So Victor misses. He misses. And what does he do with the 4 if he plays the 2-4?
Come out to the 18 point because that covers some outfield territory. He doesn't like to bury 7 to 3, right?
4-2.
I don't know. I would have played the 18 with the 4. I don't know what Extreme Gammon says, but instead of burying a checker, burying a builder past the 5 point, 7 to 3.
All right, so he buttons up, and so.
And is he happy that he has done so, or is he happy to have the trailer way back there? I don't know. I think now he has to slot his 2 point. That wasn't a bad roll, actually.
Double 6s would have been better. I think he'd like to gain some race equity here. All right, 3-1.
Now he's going to get the bounce away.
Yeah, pick and pass,
And he
and
might force Victor's trailing blot forward from the 22 point, which is the ideal place to be.
3-1. Again, nice roll.
He's gonna just sit there once again. He came in on the 22 point Mario's 3 point, and now here's another. Okay, this is fine. He's going to play 13 to 8. I believe he's going to play.
He might pick and pass again.
I would not because then.
What's right? Pick and pass. Yeah.
It
All right.
is. That's so weird. Well, let's look ahead. It says 04 on plus. XGR. Extreme Gammon rollout plus.
Oh, it's too slow computers. I got too many stuffs going on there. I got to reboot that machine.
But it's not the biggest difference, but it's interesting to. It's interesting. And that's the idea is that you can force that block forward from its ideal position.
All right. Is there?
Strip in the outfield.
How come he's not? Is this a double? Isn't this a double?
I don't think so because usually you can take such positions when your opponent has got. Your opponent has to clear the midpoint and the 8-point, let's say, and the landing spots are only the 6-point and the 4-point and et cetera, like it is, like the position is here. The number
How would you synthesize?
the midpoint?
How would you synthesize that, Marty?
Okay, so I would synthesize it as follows. Har har. Black, Mario Kühl, wants to clear his midpoint safely. And Victor, let's say Victor has no points directly opposing that midpoint, like no points.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but I just want to show this position here because now Mario is thinking about the cube because the midpoint's gone. So I guess that's now moot, but right.
Right, he says, no, I only have to leave that in direct shot.
And so what
midpoint,
what
so
are his market losers? Like he's got like 5-1, 5-2, double fives, right? Double sixes, pretty good.
Six isn't necessarily market loser.
Well, I don't know. I would drop a double after that,
Oh,
but
I don't know. Because you have split 6 and 5 points.
he's doubling. He's turning the cube,
Trivial take because
and it is a double
not that
take.
easy to clear. It's not that easy to clear the midpoints.
Right. All right. So
He's got like 6-2 a block.
and 6-4, and he's going to hit
4
because he
block.
doesn't have a choice.
Okay,
All right. This is fun. Victor could really sew this up because Victor has he hits that 3 and covers. Can he roll a 3-4? He can roll a 2-6 from the bar. Of course he does.
Now, Mario doesn't always cover
And he
it.
rolls double 5. So this, oh my God, he's going to get the gammon.
Super Joker. Well, it's possible. No, he's not necessarily. He's got to get the.
All right, let's see, Victor. You got the 5-3 from the bar?
He's got to get by 5-3 now.
Let's go. And he's got a minute 34, and he rolls double 1. So
Now he's got to get past the block numbers. Of
no, what if he rolls double 3s?
Well, or 6-4 or 6-5 are block numbers as well. 6-6
All right.
and 5-5. are block numbers.
What did he roll? 2-1. Okay. All right, there goes the gammon. Okay. And is he going to cube? No, he's not going to cube at this. 5-3. Wow. He comes out.
This is not necessarily a gammon at all for black. Black doesn't get hit.
That's it. All right, just 5-1, 6-1 for Mario, and we'll see what. I don't know. Is this? It's worth playing for the gammon, huh?
Well, he's already doubled.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. No wonder. Okay, to 5-4. It doesn't take a checker off.
He's got to play for the gammon.
But thank you for that.
He's got to play the game out.
Victor's playing for the gammon. All right, so
So he probably should play.
so Victor's just going to roll his checkers around. This is over.
He went 20-19 with a 1, and yeah, there's little technical nuances or how to play little bad numbers and gammon save. So this seems to be, was that legal? Oh, yeah, that was legal. 19-10 is legal, and now, Victor is a favorite to save the gammon, especially now he's 100%. He can just bring all his checkers in, and it's no gammon for Mario. But Mario's going to get 2 points, and Victor concedes he might have had some tiny mathematical chance to win, but he doesn't want to risk using clock time because he's low on the clock time. Each player has got a time bank of thinking time, measured by a clock. And if you run out of that time bank, you lose the match. But you have 3 seconds to deliberate every turn. I think they got 12 free seconds per turn, where the time bank doesn't get eaten up. But they still don't want to be with a low time bank, because that forces them to play quickly and not and always make their move when they before losing time bank. So now, okay, we've got it's now 3 away to 8 away. So that's a
Yeah, what's that percentage, Marty?
3 away to 8 away. What are we talking about?
Now Victor's coming in and rolling 7s, and that's a not usually nice roll at the beginning of the game because a lot of hits take place on the bar point. People are looking to own that point, so there's big fights over the bar point and the 5 point, and good backgammon play. But now Mario has got points at one. Mario has these like dual game plans where he's got 2 points in his opponent's home board, and he's building his own home board, and there's just not enough checkers to do both of those things. So at some point, he's got to make a decision. Now here's double 2s, and he could block his 5s. Yeah, everybody says that, and that's what he does.
A blocking point
It's not really that risky. 3-1, make the 5 point. I mean, that seems
Yeah,
just.
3-1 make the 5 point.
It seems
you
pretty
have-
obvious.
when you-
3 point board. He's got a better board, and he really is pursuing both gameplay. He's waiting for double sixes. I think that's what it is. What did Victor roll?
When you have more checkers back than your opponent, you have to play purely
Ooh, double
points
ones.
for the other checkers.
Is that a nice roll or what? And then make the bar.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, what a nice
Leave the
roll,
9 foot slot as
Victor.
well.
This is looking
Threatening
good.
To make a 5-point blind,
Wow.
making the 9 point. Now,
At
it's
one
not-
point, if he feels he has a gammon,
he's not
is
going-
he ever going to double?
Well, he's seldom going to double.
When is he going to double? Roberto, when's he going to double?
I mean, he's going to double if the timing situation gets risky. When the timing
Won't do it.
situation gets
Not gonna
risky
happen.
For black, but he doesn't have the
You double 3-away when your winning percentage is very high and the gammons are very low.
exactly.
And
That's right.
this meets neither of those conditions.
Yeah, Chris is saying if the winning percentage is very high and the gammon percentage is low, 3 away, which is, that's the only time you should ever double 3 away.
Okay, 3-away to 8-away. Right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if there's not, but there are here for sure. So it's not worth it. So then you take away the gammon vig, right? Does that make sense? In other words, you take away the gammon vig. Here, gammons are worth it to Victor.
Leaders 3-away is a tough score. A tough score to get right. Get everything right for the leader. I mean, but you should. The rule is, when you're 3-away, be very, very hesitant to double, because if you're leading at 3-away, your opponent has a tremendous incentive to redouble.
All right, we got double fours, and Victor wants to clear the bar point because
Might be too inflexible to clear the bar point.
because but he doesn't do it. But eventually, obviously the bar point is what the men in the 1 point can hit. And double threes, we got all these doubles. This is very exciting. Mario plays very quickly,
Mario's got a.
and Victor's down to 1:22.
Mario's got a good game.
Look at this, 4-1. Now he breaks the bar. Now he breaks the bar. Very smart. There's no other,
Have to leave a block.
and he doesn't want to do that.
Get primed behind.
This is no easy picnic for Victor. This is not a picnic. He's likely gonna leave a shot. And now that Mario is a 5-point prime, this is fun. This is getting exciting. It's got to be tense for Victor. 6-1.
Safe.
He can do it. Dang. And he could do it again if he rolls a 6-1, which he'd probably.
Massive error for Victor to double.
Yeah. Oh, in this situation. Oh my God. Because he'll get the cube back at 4, and he can get gammoned. All right, 4-2. Ouch.
Shot time.
Ouch. Is it for sure? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he clears his 9 point.
All right. Can he roll a 5?
Bottom is 2 points.
Let's go. Double fours. Ouch. Oh my gosh. What a terrible roll.
The timing maintainers.
Are you kidding me? That's amazing. What's he going to do? I guess 7-3, 6-2. For a double. Oh, Mario. What's Mario thinking right now?
It's not
Mario rolled double 5s to completely kill his board last game and open up shots. Now he rolls double 4s at the end of the game. Now Victor doubles. How about that? What do you think, Chris? Does this meet your criteria?
taking this one.
No. Chris has the answer. It's no double.
No double, really?
And Mario's.
Oh, I see it on the screen here. No double by 0.07. Well, 30. It's 30.
You're Mario. It's really hard to look at this and be excited.
Woo!
I'm sorry. I was howling with excitement. Marty Storer howling at the moon with excitement.
Okay, here you go. I'm rubbing off on you, Marty. All right, let's see. 6-5. Yeah.
The 30. Yes. The 30. It's 30. If the player who's got the cube decision, the receiver of the cube, there was a 30% chance that player would pass, then that would have justified a double. And Victor Ashkenazi might have made that judgment on the fly and just doubled and said, okay, I dubious about the double, but he might pass, and so that would make it the right decision. So it's possible that was what was going through Victor's mind. And he scored a coup, his opponent. Gave him a point when he should not have even passed the double, and Victor should not have even given the double, according to our robot friend, Extreme Gammon. So it's now, what just happened?
Oh, there was a cube
Oh, so I guess Mario doubled Victor out. I missed that. Talking about previous games and not paying attention to it. So Mario has just slotted his 5-point in response to an opening 5-3 by Victor making his 3-point. And I'm sympathetic with that tactic. You know, Extreme Gammon might say it's wrong even at the score, but I like to do such things. I want to complicate and make difficult decisions for my opponent and myself. You know, but that's, you know, I'm confident that I can play such positions okay.
Well, you know, it's interesting. To make it more complicated is a good strategy for Mario because of the time component. Even though it's Victor Ashkenazi, he's only got a minute 19.
Yep, so again, Mario's got two anchors in Victor's board. This time on the Victor's 5-point and 1-point. It's the worst if you're going to rely on that formation to win before your opponent bears in or while your opponent bears in. For a double for Victor, no, it isn't. But Victor's just got too much work to do. Yeah, Roberto's kidding, but he's really not kidding. We know he's serious at all times. Har. So now Victor's got an inflexible bear-in position. He's only got 1 point on his home board. He's only got 2 landing spots in the outfield. But a 5-2 is beautiful because he makes another point, a third in a row point, a landing spot for checkers fleeing home. And now Mario says he could have made his 3-point, but he's going to leave his 5-point slotted and refrain from making his 3-point so he can make his 5-point next. He can maximize his chance to make his 5-point next. And Victor's rolled another good number. His builders are now in good positions. He's made his 4-point. And now Mario is able to make both slotted and avoid points, which was his idea behind not making a 3-point immediately. He had a double slot, and the double slot gave him the
Okay, 6-1. Victor's not going to make the bar. Instead, he's going to play safe, and that's just a hallmark of how he plays. And he has to do it because there's a 4-point board in Mario's corner. That's pretty,
Well, he understood that was the worst time to leave the shot because Mario had to give up some piece of his structure on this roll.
That's right. Great point, Chris. There was no harm for Victor. Mm-hmm. And he would have hit it too. He would have rolled something different. So 5-1. He's got to do that. Those 5-1s are really tough with a 5-1 for some reason.
Notice that Mario has 22% hitting chance right now, which he missed the shot, but he had 8 numbers out of 36 to hit that thing, and then he's likely to leave at least one shot, direct shot, sometime in this Baron and Barrow.
All right, do we have double sixes? 3-1.
So 3-1, he can lift the block safely. He could try to play more flexibly and leave the 8 shots once more.
So what are some horror numbers? Like, well, 6-2,
Double threes.
6-3, 6-5,
16 or 6-5 lead blocks.
double threes.
Cracks the 6-point. What?
He rolled a 6-2.
5-3 stacks on the 3-point.
All right, Mario. Hey, he doesn't hit it. Oh, no. He's probably going to run the 5 out of there.
Yeah, you can run the 5.
Whoa. Now double threes is not a horror show. Yeah, for the other player. Wow, look at Victor. He's playing for the gammon.
Well, we can play safe here, obviously.
Victor's playing for the gammon. He wants to end the match. That's why he's not doubling, because
Well,
it's.
he doesn't want a free take. Well, he's got an auto redouble for Mario, because Victor's 2 away from winning.
Yeah, he's not going to double till the very end. If it's a non-gammon and he's way ahead in the race, then that's when he has a cue.
He could. There are positions where he could double at the score, but I don't think he's there yet.
Double fours.
He wins too many gammons and he loses too many games.
He's not going to be.
If he wins an undoubled
Likely gammon this game.
It's unlikely, I agree.
Is it a take or a pass?
Well, it's
Seems like a take to me.
a big take. I believe.
Now we can look at it because I mean it's closer.
What? Here?
Oh, yeah. It's positive.
Yeah, because he wins the match if he loses, and he's going to lose. He should have doubled. It was a .06 blunder not to double.
Why was it Leonard not to double and it was a pass? You should give him Crawford game?
No, yeah.
Well, I guess if he redoubles, he's still losing.
What is it here? A mistake to take here, .02?
Yeah, now you're in bad shape. So he does pass. So that was a good judgment. You can't just always take when you're way behind. I guess is the takeaway.
Okay, here we are, 12-6 in a match to 13. We're at Crawford, and the Crawford rule was came about because, if you're winning 12-6 in a match to 13, isn't it kind of annoying? You work so hard, and then your opponent doubles on the first roll, playing for 2 points. That's not fair. Even if he's behind, it doesn't matter. So the Crawford rule says, hey, if you're within 1 point of winning the match, there's no doubling for the first game only. So for this game, the doubling cube is not in use. They left it there. It's not a 2. It's just not being used. And now if Mario wins this game, and if he wins a regular game, 12-7, a gammon, 12-8, backgammon, 12-9, whatever it is, now next game he can double at his first opportunity, and he will do so. So anyway, that's just the recap on the score, the Crawford rule. And now we're in a situation here where Mario is having probably a better setup with his more flexible, but he's got both 5 points, so it's pretty powerful. So we'll see what happens. But he can't double. He would have doubled, but he can't.
Right, and now Victor's not anchored on the Mario's 4 point. He has to run with a 6-5, so he ran to the midpoint safely instead of running out of zone outfield into the blocker's outfield. His back check is exposed on Mario's 4 point. And Mario would have attacked if he could.
What's that, Chris?
I said I didn't love that 6-5.
I know, right? Yeah, it's risky. Better to come out and then bring a man down, unstack the midpoint. So what do we have? Double 4s, and he's running. Look, they're not even taking any time. He's got 3 minutes, but he's still, and Victor has got 65 seconds. But it doesn't bother Victor. I asked him, does that bother you? He says, no. I used to play chess, speed chess. No problem.
Mario's ahead before the roll. Mario's ahead before the roll. 20-some pips or something. And and now he's got a double shot at the block.
He has a 20-pip lead though in the race. The question is, does he hit or just play for the race? This is not a trivial play.
Oh, interesting, Chris. Black is ahead, doesn't need to hit.
112 after moving the 2-1, and if he doesn't hit, White has got.
What about gammon chances? Is it worth to play for the gammon?
39, 47, 49, 57, and 54. 128, 128. What?
So he's up by 28.
Black has got 58, 66, and 39 is 105, 113, 115. Unless you got a stack of the 6 one. 115 is what I got. Oh, I thought you said 150. Oh, I'm sorry. 11. Okay.
Oh, he's up by 13 pips. It's worth hitting. Oh yeah, he hits. Yep.
Only 15, yeah. 15 pips. You're not afraid. You're not afraid of it. You don't mind being gammon because gammons don't count doubles. And you did not hit, I see, okay. So it would have been 13 pips ahead with opponent on roll, is that it? Yeah, that's not a monster lead at all.
What's the pip, Marty?
99 for black and 114 for white.
Wow, that's amazing. That's incredible, Marty. Marty Store, folks. It's up by 15, so that's a. All right, we got 4-1s here. Let's go. So this is just a flat, quick race. Black is way ahead. Yeah, he brings it in. That makes sense. All right, let's go. This is just a quick standard race, and there's no cube, and let's go. Yeah, everybody's got the clock. No, they're not going to lose any time on this clock. And a man off.
Mario's a reasonable favorite in this game. He's ahead of the race.
Reasonable favorite. I was like, I'm surprised Victor hasn't given up already. All right, so yeah.
5 to 4, 4 to 3 is all right. 2 to 1 is, not sure. Probably all right too. Mario bearing off quickly, 6-5. Victor's still bearing in his checkers. Very nice distribution of checkers. This is way behind his hooks.
Okay, Victor saves the gammon. All right.
I want something like more impossible than this.
This only needs 4 rolls to get off.
4 big rolls.
6 to 5. It still needs 4. It's much easier to see now which 4 he needs. Yeah, the order doesn't really matter too much. He rolls 4s, 5s, and 6s. It's okay. He's guaranteed to get the last checker off. Okay. I think it's over.
Call the race for.
All right, 12-7. So, I saw Victor. This is many years ago. Was playing a match at about the same score. Well, it was 6 away, 1 away. He took the early cube, and Victor got backgammoned, and it was brutal, and he lost the match. So I'm not saying that to jinx him. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but he passes this because he goes to an even number, right, by passing, and so it's much easier to pass. Now, oh no, they're taking a break. Okay.
What did he open with 6-1 or something?
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
And then 5-1 response. Yeah, he's an underdog, so he's not going to take and play for double. It's not losing 1 point is way better than losing 2 for the trailer in this game. So while the players take a break, I can talk about stuff. We could talk about the Crawford game now. The Crawford game is passed, and now you saw Mario win a point with a cube. Now let's say Victor had taken the double in a disadvantageous position. Like after Mario made his bar point with an opening 6-1, and Victor had a weak reply 5-1, and he came down to the 8-point with 5 and split his back checkers with 1. Clearly an underdog in the game. If he loses 1 point and gets to 12-8 post Crawford, in other words, he can double now. He needs to win. To get to 13, he needs to win 3 2-point games, or 1 2-point game and a double gammon. Or a double backgammon would do it, but that's a rare event with the backgammon. Well, we don't even think about the backgammon very much, right? But if he loses 2 points, then suddenly, if Victor loses 2 points, that would put Mario needing 4 points, and that way he would only need to win 2 double games, right? So if you're risking a situation where that can happen. If you take a double like that when you're the underdog, you're taking a risk that he needs. He will need 2 games to go. Two double games to win the match. Where you can just drop the cube, and he will not be a favorite to need 2 games. He will still need to win 3 games. And so that's why Victor dropped so quickly. He won the match more often by not taking that chance. Now, if he were the favorite in the game, he would have taken the chance because he would be a favorite to win the match and to win the game in the match. Let's say if he had opened with 6-1, if the situation had been reversed, if Victor, the leader, had opened with 6-1, made his own bar point, and then Mario doubled him, then Victor would have taken because he's a favorite in the game. And he doesn't mind risking that the opponent can win a game and get to a better score position if he's the favorite in the game, right? Maybe I'm not explaining it very well, but that's the way it is. I mean, if you're the leader, and it's after the Crawford game, the leader in the match can decide whether to take a cube or pass a cube. And there's score situations where the leader has got what is called a free take, and a free take is when a pass would give the leader an even number of points needed to win the match, right? And if a trailer in the match needs an even number of points, then an even numbers can be divided into increments of 2, right? So the cube is going to be on 2. So let's say he's 6 away, then he needs to win 3 2-point games. If he's 5 away, he still needs to win 3 2-point games. So he has a free drop if he's giving up 1 point to let the opponent get to odd away score. But he's got a free take. But he's got a free take if passing the cube would let the opponent get to an even away score. Because passing the cube would give up a game. There would be 1 less game needed for the trailer to win if the leader gives up a game for 1 point and the trailer gets to an even number of points away. But if the trailer gets to an odd number of points away by losing a point, that's not so bad for the leader. That's what we were talking about, and that's what I was trying to explain.
Marty, thank you very much. We have, as you know, with the Voice of Backhand, we have many expert commentators, and I want to thank Marty for his service here. We're going to welcome Roberto Litzenberger, but thank you, Marty.
Right.
We have it's really the font of knowledge. And we
so
really appreciate that experience and knowledge that you bring to the table.
I'm sort of a geekish fellow, and I get into the weeds.
We love the geek. We love the weeds. Let's go. And we love Roberto as well. Come on in. Grab a seat.
It's all geek to me.
Thank you again, Marty Storr, for joining us. And now, perfect timing as Roberto joins us.
Larry from Texas now. He's got his 2-gallon hat.
Small hat, no cattle. All right. Thank you, Marty.
Okay, we're off and running. This already kind of came out. Post Crawford, I don't think Mario's probably going to see the cube fast, but he's going to throw it. We'll see if he waits any. Help the PR there.
Right. Did that help the PR?
He threw it right away. First head.
Yeah.
Trivial take.
You have this at this score?
It is. Mario's in blitz.
Okay, there he goes. Can Victor roll the 5, or is he going to get gammon? Then we'll be DMP. Let's see. And he rolls the 5.
Once the deuce point's made, so it's going to be kind of a blitzing game. It's going to be hitting. Mario can play it wide open. He doesn't mind losing a gammon, so he's going to be able to play wide open and just kind of go for the win.
There were 3 different 2s he could have played. I don't know what was right. I mean, that was not easy.
Victor probably didn't want to expose another blot there, so he just kind of came up.
Right, instead of playing 13 to 11, which that would have done. And then 5-3 makes the 8-point or the 3-point.
Oh, 3-1 right on the head. Good.
Ouch. All right. Wow.
Victor's really hoping here to come in and anchor. That's his big goal here, and he misses the big.
The 2-6 from the bar again.
And 6-1 will definitely bring one guy down into the zone. That's for sure. And I guess he just brings it to the 6 point, or he can make the bar.
He's got to play 13-7.
Yeah, it's 13-7.
It's basically forced.
I think this is the right play. Making the bar kind of implies you want to prime, and since he has a 2 point,
He only has 7 checkers. I mean, available for blitzing.
great roll for Victor. He comes in and, play safe. Again, not wanting to expose another blot against that tight board. And so now this double ones is not,
It's okay.
right.
It's not great.
Taking short breaks, though. They're very concentrated. For a short time, that was a really fast break they took. So they're both really focused, just to kind of a fast bathroom break.
And now Mario's rolling the 7 from the bar. We've had a lot of 7s from the bar. These guys should go be playing craps. And again, a 2-6 from the bar and stays out. Unbelievable.
Victor's pretty inflexible. He's still got all the 5 checkers there on the 6 point, 3 on the mid, stripped 8 point, and he is lucky
Yeah,
to have that
I
3
like
point
it.
anchor,
Yeah.
though. He's not really primed, but he kind of wants to pop out and either just jump all the way or get some development there from the 6 point. That's all he has. So 4-2, he's going to come in and probably go 6-4. Yep.
Yeah, no choice there, really. Ooh, double 2s.
So this could be a
Wow. Switch.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the switch. You really do not want him to anchor there. Good switch, and if I'm blitzing all out, I'm bringing another guy down. Yeah.
Let's go. Ooh, this is getting exciting.
When you're blitzing like this, you can put blots all over the place. And be completely fluid.
And he gets both in.
No.
Oh,
This guy's-
I thought he had 3-6. Okay.
Look at this. 1 and the 3 down. Blots all over the place, just 3 down. He's not doing anything else but blitzing right here.
Totally.
We call it kind of a pseudo blitz. He has an anchor, it's not a complete blitz, but he's just trying to close him out, get him off guard.
Oh, and he stayed out. This is looking, well, it's not gamity exactly.
Ooh, and there it is. Makes the board again. The switch really paid off. He's able to switch and make the 6 point really fast again.
And he's got great coverage all over the board.
Now, Victor can get in. There's still not quite that many gammons. I mean, Mario's got really work to do to come around. He's got 3 checkers back. That implies lots of rolls. So Victor can come in the next 3 rolls or so. He should be relatively easy to save.
I would have liked to see him make the bar
And
point.
fast like this, you can start thinking about winning now if he doesn't get pointed on. Mario whacks and makes the anchor.
Right, nice.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt Mario if he gets hit. And 3-6. So it's in and out burger. Yep.
Mario.
Double forward,
Whoa.
locked in the back, and those 2, and then to the covers.
Wow. Right.
Cover to the bar. I'd probably cover, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a return shot probably.
Yeah. Now the board's this 5 point board, and Victor really wants to play safe. Oh, he hits. This is a risky,
Oh.
I mean, it's right, but there was the other option of just trying to play safe and kind of playing scared. But he's playing this to win. Victor's playing this to win. He's not trying to tiptoe home, or else he would have made a safe play there.
Well, isn't this a cube now for
No,
Mario?
They've already doubled.
Oh, at the beginning.
Mario's only allowed to double once.
Victor, oh,
Once
shoot.
Mario doubles, he can't double
What a
again.
dumb
That's
rule.
the way we play him back.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
We do that.
I think Victor should double. So this will be the last game.
Yeah. Actually, in the new rules, it's actually illegal for him to double.
For Victor?
It'd be against the rules for Victor.
Under the rules. I don't know. He's getting close to it. Like double. What does he need? 4, 6.
Well, see, Victor only needs 1 point, and the cube's on 2. So that would put him to 14. He doesn't need to get exactly 13 to win. He just needs to like.
Oh, that's the difference. Okay. I want to see Victor double just so.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, no. If he doubles,
Exactly.
if Victor doubles, this will be the last game, no matter what. That was the idea. That's all. Roberto saying, Larry, Victor's not going to double. He already has enough to win. Oh, I get that. All right.
Double ones for Victor. So what's going on here?
What? Oh my God, that's an amazing
It's a
roll.
really hard play. Can he hit?
I mean, he leaves one shot, right? I mean, that makes sense.
Yep. It's good.
Oh,
He
he,
makes the outside.
wow.
Mario, great play. I mean, great roll.
5, what?
5-4. Just brings them both from the back.
Whew.
Spots both points. This gives Mario a little freedom to do what he needs to do. Probably going to try to break the back checkers now. He gets double twos, so he can just run them around. Yeah, run him around. He's not afraid of the fly shot with the 7 with those 2 blots. 3-2. Yeah, the 7 was the heart attack play. You know, Victor's gonna go for it, but then there's gammons all over the place, and you know he'd be doubting it. He would have spent half of his 45 seconds on the 7, maybe, or maybe 10 seconds of it.
Huh.
Where they're both getting low on time again. It makes it this fast action game, and it's a different kind of game that different players train for it. I know Victor's really used to it. I'm not that familiar with Mario. If he's used to kind of playing fast, but it looks like he's managed his time well throughout the whole match. I mean, they're low now because it's getting near the end of the game. I mean, there's really no more cube actions. That's why it's good to spend time early, because you're spending a lot of your time on cube actions, and later in the game it's just checker plays, and a lot of them you can play from muscle memory. You don't have to spend any more thought on cubes.
Oh, double 5s. Nice. You clear the 6. There, you try to go for the gammon.
Well, he's not going.
Gammon doesn't help you that much. 3 away versus 4 away, right?
The gammon would be 2 away versus 1 away. I mean, it'd be 3 away versus 1 away. So yeah, it helps.
Oh, the cube is on 2, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, gammons here are trivial. There's not really gammons. Victor's still trying to play for the win right here.
Right.
It's
6-3. Let's go.
he's still his reason. This is contact we're talking about. He's still playing that 3-point game as like a fan. He has one checker there, but he can no longer really get pointed on except for little switch numbers. So now he's hoping for 5-2, 5-2, 6-2. Leave shots now. And he's not going to have time to wait around for a shot later. So this is going to be it. Ooh, 2-1.
Just peel.
Rip. Yeah. Peel.
Because
Rip.
6, he's gone. He's gone no matter what. Oh, well, he's
Double
definitely
sixes.
gone.
Now he's definitely going to run with this one and rip a chucker. And he played it really fast, too. Yeah, he did it, too. He would have confused us all if he did it in a different order. That would have been like, what's he doing? No. I don't know if I've. There we go.
Okay.
Ends the drama. It wasn't going to get dramatic.
Whew. All right. Yeah, 3 away, 1 away.
Round 6-8 post Crawford. This is almost exactly like a score that's 1 away, 2 away. Crawford, basically. If he wins a gammon, he'll win. If he doesn't, it's one more game to DMP. So
Yeah.
this is a classic gammon go, gammon save type situation as well. As soon as the cube's thrown. Before the cube, we're in no man's land, but I think the cube's coming right now.
Mario's hitting mode. Fast paced. 45 seconds.
I mean, it's close. This is a battle. This is gonna scrape it out. Mario's playing exactly what he needs to do when he's behind and wants it. He's fine to keep hitting, getting more checkers back, complicating it for Victor, making him, he'll make him spend more time.
Whoa, look at this. I mean, he can hit and make the anchor, or he could make his 5-point. I guess those are the two choices, right?
Is Victor at 45 seconds or 4.55 seconds?
45.
Oh, okay, that makes me more relaxed.
I like the play. It's good. 2-1.
Good play without knowing he knows those just from just doing it. Not exposing another blot, stepping up. Making Mario make the decision now in action. He's not going to hit. Should probably just make the. I probably would have made the 5 there, but that's clearly a reasonable play as well. Great priming chances. And Victor runs it, but Victor's again really stiff. He's all these games, he's got.
It's really true. He's been It's just the dice. He doesn't do that on purpose, but it's happened.
Victor's change in this game is he's like it opened with a 6-5 and Mario rolled this whole time and did different things. I mean, this is very close to the initial position.
Well, the race is
Race, we
167
got
minus 11, so
78,
it's
108,
156 for white.
28, 38, yeah. I'm too slow to do it when I'm trying to think.
For yes. Oh yeah. Well, now 167.
167. Yeah, and we just said that too, but couldn't quite figure it out. We said it's almost like the starting position. One checker ran, so yeah, 167 minus 11 was the pip count.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, look at this. Kind of rolling the prime 4.
All right. Do you slot the 4?
He slots the back of the 4 prime here, which is good. Mario's good. If he gets hit,
Yeah, I like
Victor
that. It's
gets
good.
a good roll. He can play back and try to play a double anchor game. But right now he's going forward. I mean, right now he's playing the priming game. Victor's being aggressive here. Makes the point. Being very
Wow.
reasonable. And the 6-4. See, this kind of throws him off balance. That was one of the advantages of the hit. If you don't get hit back, he's off balance. Kind of odd 6, and gives Victor, hitting numbers on both sides of the board.
Oh, but it's hard to hit.
Well, now what's he going to do?
Slot the 1.
Yeah, there you go. Good call.
Once a match.
Keeping that builder on the mid, you don't want to strip it. So it would have been
What?
solid to come
Double
down with the
6s. Dang. Nice roll.
Yeah, now Black's ahead in the race.
Wow. I would have left the blot because he needs 3s. Duplicate his 3s.
Nah, you don't want to get another guy back. It's kind of right in the clear right now.
Let's see what XG says.
He's primed. He's primed here.
That's good. Yeah, but he rolls a 6 something. He's going to have to
Prime
break
games is
anyway.
Generally very
Double
damage and
2s. Oh my God. Perfect roll. Make the prime?
He could have made the 8-point and tried to squeeze Victor off with a bad 6 as opposed to 7 checker.
I see.
Yeah. As it is now, there's almost no gammons in this situation.
Right, but if he
Very
stayed back
few.
and made the 8-point, Victor would have some bad 6s to expose another checker.
Considering it's gammon go, basically suggesting going for a trap type play to pick up another checker could be advantageous since it's gammon go for white.
Ooh, Victor. You can't come up because it's guaranteed to be.
No, you have to come up because you're running out of timing anyway.
Oh, right.
If you get
Yeah.
pointed off
Oh,
with
good,
the
good.
time
No,
down,
that's great.
that was the point. 'Cause now you got the
He's going to
easy
open
back.
up a shot.
But he could have gotten hit with numbers that are 8 and 9 and gotten flash out. Now he's just hoping for a 1 to be rolled here.
All right. Huh.
Yeah. And here the risk is, as Chris Trencher has pointed out, he can actually try to fish for another checker. He can get hit here. Mario gets hit, and Victor might be forced to expose another checker.
Oh, look at that. Hit? Why not?
He should fish, I think. But he's not, so he's just kind of going for the win. I think I would have fished.
Maybe he's waiting to kill a checker. Wants Victor to kill some checkers. Now is a good time to hit. Uh-oh.
Ooh, double fours.
Uh-oh.
The enemy of the prime. Double
Well,
fours.
he'll leave 2-6 from the bar, I guess. I don't know. Unless he can't switch. Thank you, Ray. he's gonna live 6-3 from the bar. All right. Strategically,
Oh, he's looking. He's not.
I don't like that.
He's not on the bar. So this leaves a 5-3.
Oh, right. 7-1 and 5-3.
5-3 just a hit. 5-3 for the match right now.
But he leaves a lot of extra shots. Oh, he blocked the double sixes. That's pretty cool, right? Oh my gosh. All right, anyway, 4-2.
4-2.
Huh.
No, he doesn't want to leave the 6-3 from the bar.
You know Mario's going to roll double fives next time. You know that, right? Oh, never mind.
Nope.
Never
We got a
mind.
raise.
We have a race.
Well, there's raise. Victor has real raise chances here. It's only like 2 small crossovers. Look at this.
Yeah. Wow. Very, very close. Good roll.
Well, he just need a bunch of ones. And Victor gets some doubles. So this happens. It's not like, can you lose a game from this? We all lose games like this every match or every other match we lose games like this. I mean, we're used to losing things like this, so we're also used to winning them.
And Victor's rolling nice big numbers.
Yeah, as long as you're ripping those sixes and kind of clearing in the order and not missing, Victor's in, he's in good shape. But Mario's coming right back at him. There's
Yeah.
the first gap.
Wow.
So now Victor really needs sixes first, but there's a 1.
Well, he's got 7 checkers versus 6, but he's got a big hole. Yeah. Nice roll. Oh, ooh, that looked like it could have been some other number. Oh, this is amazing. Look how close this is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is so much fun. Down to the last roll. And what is he?
Mario
Can he roll
rolls
the
a
1? No! And now we're at DMP.
Wow.
What an exciting finish to that penultimate game of this match.
Short DMP break.
Short DMP break. Here we go.
Why would players ever break in a high money match at DMP? I'll never know why.
Well, thanks everyone for watching. We got 1 game left before the weekend. Commentator's going to take a little break. We'll play the soft music in the background. Okay, we're in the final game of the Super jackpot. And we got 6-1, double sixes, and
You know, go the action. We're going right into a mutual holding game here, really fast. Both persons made up, got advanced anchors, and got their stacks piled up. So this is going to be.
it's almost identical possessions, very close.
They both make the 5. Victor has both 5 points, but Mario has both outside points, and this is going to be one of those old West
Nail
draws.
biters, yeah.
Nail biters down to. Everyone's going to use their timing. No one's going to leave a shot. No one wants to get, sent back until they have to.
Yeah, they're both already pretty stripped, so there you go.
Well, other time it's it's kind of clustered around on the inside point still. It's gonna be stuff
Oh,
like-
double sixes! Look at this.
And now from a mutual holding game, we've turned into a holding game. That's what that double sixes meant. It just turned in from it was worth a lot. It went from like a 50-50-ish type game to now, a Victor 72-28 type game or something like that.
Double fours. Oh my
The race
gosh.
is on.
Wow.
Now this has gone from a holding game to a
Racing game, very quick.
I don't know the race. I'm too slow. We don't have it. I can count, but then I can't talk and count at the same
Oh my God, 33 seconds, 26 seconds.
Yeah, no.
Wow. It's really close. I mean, it's almost the same. It's almost identical. Double fours for Mario. He's punishing those double sixes with 2 sets of fours. Dang. Victor 6-1, 13-6. Mario, does he have another set? 3-2. Whoa. Mario's ahead.
Yeah, Victor's definitely behind. You can just tell from the outside checkers and looking at that.
But 6-5 is doing his part to catch up. Those double sixes really helped him. He'd be toast without it.
Innerboard, outside board similar, but Mario only has 1 out. Victor has 5. So
Mario's stacking up.
Victor will bring in 2 here.
This is a close game.
Yeah, very close. Victor has better distribution. What's that? 2-1.
Oh my God.
That legal. So that was kind of a miss. That was a miss there for Mario. That really helped Victor catch up a little bit there.
6-4, big. I wonder if that was right.
7-1 looked slightly better, I think.
Yeah. All right, got his doubles. Take one off. He's peeling first blood. I think he did an extra too. Didn't he?
Because now he'll have to use his 1 to come in if he gets a 1. He definitely has to rip a checker this turn.
Oh.
And so
What? Why didn't he take one off?
he did.
Oh, double twos.
Oh, double 2.
I thought it was
No,
2-1.
I thought 2-1.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes the writing on the board confuses you when you look. You can't really see the block when you see by the white.
Oh man, 3-2. He's rolled that 3 or 4 times. This is as close as it gets.
Well, we're sitting around talking, trying to make this exciting, but it's actually the dice rolls and what they're doing is exciting. There's not much else to say. It's just everything's going to
That's
happen
true.
here. We can shout out the numbers. So if people on a small screen, they can see it. So here comes Victor. He's rolling. He's shaking slow. He's slinking show. He turns a regular turn.
Whoa! That was
And
good,
that's the
Roberto.
Double
That's good.
shake down. Oh, amazing. Oh, 3-1.
And Mario 3-1. Victor looks like he's.
Victor, he's going to use all his seconds
Let's
to roll
see.
here. He's using all his time to roll. Extra long. Same dump from before.
Oh, but it didn't work.
5-1.
Wow. Let's see. Does Mario have it? Double fours. He does. Look at
Huge
this.
roll, huge roll.
Whoa.
They got
Both
6,
9 versus 8
9
checkers.
versus 8, so
Yeah, Victor's still probably a little
slightly
bit.
ahead.
Yeah.
He wants something else big.
4-3. Okay.
Rips 2, but leaves 2 gaps in the middle. So
4-3 does not work for Mario.
They
Let's
both
see.
have gaps in the middle, so 4s and 3s are bad for both.
Double fours. Oh my God. It's
Good for the race, but
amazing.
does not rip a checker.
Amazing.
Victor needs 6s and 5s here. Oh, he saw a 5 back in the cup.
3-1.
One of
Ouch.
Victor's worst.
Oh yeah. Well, this is
9 versus 6.
2-1.
1 potential
Mario.
gap in the future for Mario with
Wow.
multiple 1s.
6-5 is huge.
Huge roll.
All right, Victor's looking like the champ.
No, I would not call that Yeah. He really wants to rip 2 here for sure.
Does he have a 1? Oh, look at that.
And it's simply 5-4 here. Oh, Marty's 2-1 is correct. Marty calls it because you get your lousy roll, you're still ripping a 1 there.
Double 5s, incredible. Can Victor pull out double 4s? Can he have it? Oh, and the match is over. Mario pulls it out. Amazing. Congratulations, Mario. Oh, my God. What an exciting
Wonderful
match.
Congratulations, Mario. Thank you for having me
Roberto,
here.
absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. You're a wonderful co-commentator. This is Larry Shiller, voice of Backgammon, signing off from the New York Metro. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you at the next tournament.